This is a production of Darn TV.
There we are.
Welcome. Dirt Weekly on a Wednesday night.
Going 4 wide.
Going 4 wide.
7-10.
4 wide.
4
Four wide salute.
Yeah, 4 wide salute ain't far away.
4 wide salute to you race fans. God, that's just motivating music, isn't it?
It's either that or the Red Bull. I got a lot going on.
I have never had a Red Bull.
I haven't either. And Craig's thinking he's OD'd on it.
I needed something.
Welcome to the Dirt Weekly. We're talking about Red Bulls, and I have a Red Bull story. Peyton was rather young, maybe about 10 years old, and she decided she wanted to take a drink of a Red Bull, and she ran around the house. We had a bonfire. We had a little fire out in front of our house. She ran around the house going, I drank Red Bull. I have wings. And she just ran around the house.
Trying to get lift off, but it didn't go?
Funny as shit. Jenny can confirm it. Jenny, you're still back there, aren't you? Can you confirm it? Yep.
Well, down in Victory Lane Sunday,
cool.
I was talking to one of the volunteer down there in Victory Lane, and he said, I love watching the show. Sometimes I got to take a pit break, because it gets a little long. So in order to make it through it,
Yeah.
I mean, man.
Imagine our side.
Right.
Hey, guys.
That was the conversation.
Stu is back.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Stu is back. So look at this. Look at this. Name bar makes sense again. Put the name bar on. Now everybody knows who we are.
Oh, there we go.
But without
yeah.
Stu there,
Yeah, we had a ghost.
That means I would have had to do a little bit of show prep and take one name out and put another name, move it over.
I like the name Stu Craig. It looks good on there, but I like to prefer fourth place finish, right?
Oh.
The dagger.
Wow.
Oh, it was brutal.
The sharpening stones. Woo.
Just poking it already, right out of the gate, talking crap, talking smack. Hey, how did the Caden Appelt against the field go the other night?
I know it. Man.
Oh, boy. Yeah. Twice.
Even with a flat tire, to the back to the front.
So,
Right.
you're really good at keeping me in line from jumping ahead, but since you jumped way ahead like that.
Oh, no, we got to go to the SIBO Motorsports Rundown. The
Convenient.
Rundown brought to you by SIBO Motorsports, specializing in high-performance parts and chassis repair. Call Ryan at 701-720-3889. Today, Max has his axle over there, getting a little bearing tune-up.
Is there other products in the garage? I mean, is there?
Yep, he's got stuff going on all the time over there.
No. Max getting the axle over there because they got to pull the bearing off to put a seal on it.
Yep.
He's got some drip on and then
The
that's how we get the
whole-
smoky right rear
The
corner.
whole brake drum is just caked.
Dripping. Oof.
It's annoying.
I hate when
Yeah.
that happens.
I do too.
The tire's full of oil. The floor's full of oil. Every time you touch it, your hands are full of oil.
Yes.
Getting her fixed.
And I was down there last night helping him, and he goes, can you just help me get this nut out, get this, whatever? And I looked at it, went over and grabbed a can of brake clean. Oh, it's pretty full.
Gave it a
That
bath.
one was gone, threw it in the garbage, and I go, there's another one around here somewhere.
So are you saying helping Max was doing it or Ryan?
Max.
There's
Yeah.
progress. Nice.
Out of the blue. He just decides he's gonna take control here.
All it took was for me to help him out on Sunday, and before the races, gave him a little help in the shop and took the carburetor off the 8 car, put it on the 47, and I said, this should tune you up for this Bonnie Beater Memorial. And he goes, all right, this is Dad's good carburetor. All right. He was happy as shit. Meanwhile, he showed up to the racetrack, didn't have any straight line speed, and I was sitting there madder than hell, like, what's going on with this car? He's got no speed down the straightaway. He gets a run out of the corner, halfway down the straightaway, just kind of peters out or whatever.
Flat.
And I'm like, what in the hell? Is that motor going bad? We were going to compression test it. We were going to take the valve covers off and check valve springs, check rockers. Were we on, what's going on? Takes the hood off last night, and we look down and we start checking spark plugs. We're going to take the wires off and stuff. The number 5 spark plugs is hanging down in between the spark plug wires hanging between the header and the block. Melted.
You know what that makes me think of?
He was 7-cylinder.
That's never good.
Never good.
You told a wonderful story about how much work you put into Brody's car.
Yep.
Transmission out, motor out. The 47 didn't get a lot of love then.
Well, it got love after the 4th of July. We gave it the love. It hasn't raced since the 4th of July. But you're correct. We did not show it much love, so that's what this week's about. That's why he's got the axle out. We're changing the seal, or SIBO's changing the seal.
Yep.
And that's what we're working on, getting it ready for Dirt Wars.
New list. Check the spark plug. Wires now 2.
Oh, no. That list over there, it's on there.
Yeah. Well, I've added that zip tying the plug wires to the plugs seems to help, because
Then they
what
don't
wasn't a
fall
problem forever has got me twice now. So it hasn't got me
Yeah,
with
we
zip ties
jumped way
on.
ahead again.
Where are we?
Yeah,
In
what-
the basement.
Where are we? Stu's back.
Well, I suppose I ran into Chad Stretchin up in the stands on Sunday.
Did he call you for rough driving after you ran into him?
No.
Oh, okay.
And he said, my car has just been off. He said, it hasn't been horrible, but it hasn't been off. He went and one of his spark plugs was bent over.
Like a rock got it and broke the porcelain and tipped it over?
Yeah.
Or pushed it off?
Yeah, so
That'll do it.
It worked
Sporadically?
Periodically, it was working. So he said hopefully that fixes his, like he said.
Lack of speed?
Yeah, so maybe the Chatty will be back again. I mean, not that he was doing bad.
Right.
But
I still think he's been finishing top 5 every night.
but he said it just wasn't.
With less than a full
There.
army.
Well, since we're on this topic, just a little bit ahead of myself, Travis shared the same thing, that a rock got the ignition switch.
Yeah, the main on-off switch on the deck of the car.
Weird. I mean, that is...
And to confirm, so I was curious after we heard that on Sunday night. We're way
Yeah.
ahead. The SIBO Motors, it says Estevan Championship.
We're everywhere.
We'll get there. This is Nodak stuff right now, but we go with what's fresh in our mind. Called him Monday, said, hey, did the Rock really get your master switch? Yeah. And he has it set up to where back is on and forward is off. So therefore, if a Rock were to hit it or something
It
hits
would keep it on.
it would keep it on. If something were to hit it, that's the plan. But he's
arrows it forward so that it's always in the right direction
correct.
of debris.
Correct.
So something bounced back and forward.
Either back and forward or hit it hard enough that it hit it and sprung it back, or
And they're pretty springy, so
and they're hard to turn by hand.
that's
You
what I
reach
mean.
up
They're
and try
pretty
to-
springy. They're hard to turn, let alone
One
against
of
the
the-
flow of traffic.
We're all watching it going, he just stopped.
Yeah.
So just one more comment on it, and then we'll go back to where you want to be. The field, right, had 2 gifts in both classes. A quirky rock, a tire. You brought that up. And still.
It's impressive.
Unfortunately, Travis having started back cost Bob Fugman hard charger because he moved up 10 spots.
Yeah, how about the old Fugue,
Yeah.
bringing out a modified? I mean, that was pretty
Yeah.
cool.
He says it's for sale.
He says it's for sale.
I didn't get to follow up, but I was thinking he probably enjoyed it.
Yeah, so we had a busy weekend, or kind of a busy weekend. Mother Nature got in the way on Friday night, so I don't know if any racetracks raced Friday. Dakota Speedway canceled.
Yeah.
Fix It Forward did. Which I heard some people went down there and thought, how can that be? Because it was not raceable here.
Yeah, I don't
It
know.
looked like the rain kind of headed northeast is what it looked like after Bismarck. So, but like you say, Saturns went down and stuff like that. So we had some representation down there. So,
But Saturday night, well, I guess it's not our last championship night because we still have Botno and Williston coming up this weekend. But Estevan, one of the first tracks other than Nodak to crown a champion on Saturday night, I think.
and then the Underwood, of course. But
Yeah,
yeah,
and Underwood.
yeah. So it's all coming in. We're harvesting. So,
School started for some people, I think, today. Or
Yeah, today.
boom.
And then Travis Hagan was talking to Victory Lane that it was Revan's first day of school on
Monday. Yeah, a little follow-up on that. Looked like everybody survived. Looked good to me.
Yeah,
The finer moments in life, they made it.
it's crazy.
Good
How
deal.
time just flies. And
Especially in August. Man. every week is something.
We kind of related it to, we were talking in the shop. You know how you have like a doctor's appointment or you have to go to work at 8 o'clock, and you get up, you get ready, and you're ready to go by 6:45 or 7, and you kind of have that half hour, 45 minute of just kind of nothing. You don't know what to do because you can't go do something because there's not enough time, and you just don't know what to do. That's what I almost feel like August is as a month of whole. Just that
good analogy.
Kind of that gray area or that area of time that you're trying to figure out, what do I go do? Because we have school next week. We can't go here.
I can't stop thinking about school starting.
I spent all my money at the fair, so I can't go do this. There's August is like that hour before you go to work that you don't know what to do, and you don't want to watch reruns of Home Improvement. That's what we got on the TV here now.
That is what's on. Yeah, that's a great analogy. It's like you're just kind of waiting for it to go, and it takes 2 weeks, but then you're going.
That weird time frame. I don't know how else to explain it.
That was pretty good.
Estevan Motor Speedway Championship night. First, you gave a daughter a different last name.
Yeah. Mindy got married. Mindy and Jethro got married on that Saturday night, so I got to stay in town and be dad, and it was pretty awesome for sure.
Seen some pictures. You look pretty dressed up there, standing there.
Well, I was just surprised to see what I was wearing as you were, so it fit. That was good. No, it was pretty exciting day. As I shared, I've been to lots of friends' daughters' weddings, but it's different when it's your daughter. There's just they changed their name. So, no, they had a whole bunch of friends there. We had relatives there. It was electric. I mean, just to reference it to racing, it was the Cole County Classic. I mean, it was everybody was in a good mood. Dean Homesteaders Dean had food, and it was upstairs of the spot, which is the old Ace Hardware, Farmers Union building down there. Unique in its own way. I mean, I think for many it was probably the first time they'd ever saw it, and had seating for 250, and let's just say it was tight.
It was tight, huh?
But when you drive by, you see that you can be outside towards the Ebenezer's direction and stuff like that, and it wasn't 100 degrees out, but it was still plenty warm, and we were able to go outside and cool off and just...
So you're able, by renting that, you're able to mingle out there underneath the canopy.
Mingle outside and then go back up the stairs upstairs. Kind of a throwback type presentation. They had picked it out, of course, and stuff like that. Had a DJ there playing music, and man, once he got him going, it was 2 hours straight of dancing to music that, well, it wasn't Conway. but it was something, and again, their age group people were just enjoying themselves maximally, I'll say. It was a good deal. So
Jordan, you have Tina, Mindy, and the youngest is just starting.
Katie's in the middle, and then Macy just started high school, or her final year of high school today.
All ladies.
All girls, yep.
So Saturday, you gained a son.
Right. That's what my friends say. You don't lose a daughter, you gain a son, and we did. We get along great anyway, and
if I can speak for Jethro, a pit crew. I would think he's got to be down there now.
I've got to maybe push on that a little harder. I mean, you can't get away. So
we can maybe round up a sport compact or something you can drive.
Well. Yeah, I mean, we were kind of fishing around on a little bit of that with Macy here this spring. We'll see where she's at when she's out of school here. But, yeah. So big day at our house for sure, and, just to getting ready and everything. And as you referenced there with August, I mean, with her wedding always lurking there all summer long, I mean, her and Tina did just a great job of just making sure everything was caught up. It wasn't helter-skelter, but nonetheless, the getting all, dressed up and fancied up and all that, it takes the whole day of the wedding, and there was many involved and pictures outside. And I actually was glad it was cloudy out for most of the day. Kept some of the, you get better pictures in the clouds. You just do. And then also kept the, when you're all dressed up, it's easy to be warm. So, Greg Severson brought the party bus, moved them around, moved them to the church, moved them downtown. Lifetime friend of mine. So
I'm not going to lie. Got up Saturday morning, seen how wet it was. Had some text message and Snapchats from the guys up in Estevan, and going, it doesn't look good. Probably not going to race. I'm like, all right. I kind of mentioned to Jenny, I'm going to go do a couple things, I went to work. I got up and I went into work for a little while because I had a mechanic doing stuff. And I'm like, when we come back, we'll shower up, we'll get some lunch, and then we'll go to the wedding. Because races will most likely.
I was kind of thinking that's the direction it was pointing to.
We'll go
I wasn't
hang out
hoping, but
we'll go hang
was
out
looking.
at the wedding, and then the text message comes and the Facebook post, and I'm like, oh shoot, they're racing. Well, I guess we got to regroup. I was out work and I hightailed it back.
Well, that's probably a blessing because you said 250 was full. If that rains out,
Yeah,
you're hitting more.
You're 400 now.
20, 30. Yeah, so we'd have made it work, of course, but yeah, we understand. I mean, I've missed my fair share of weddings for the same reason. So, but yeah.
I asked my wife to get married in February.
Did it work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
October 21st for us. Similar thinking.
See, now you have to worry about banquets in that October, November.
Yeah. Sometimes we've done banquets on the same night, but that's okay. So
We'll be getting back to that rotation because your anniversary is Peyton's birthday.
So
and she always gets excited about banquets being on her birthday.
it's a positive thing. Tell me about the Estevan races. What happened?
Good crowd. The one thing that they got going for them up there is people in the grandstands.
Yep.
It's
referenced that.
more of a tighter grandstands. I wouldn't call it smaller. I mean, it is smaller in size. Not the numbers ain't as big that you can fit in there, but it just looks when you're standing down there. And I was doing the victory lane or the intermission stuff, and you're just like, wow, this is a good crowd. And then the pit grandstand, the feel of it. You're right there with them, and couldn't beat it. Track had some character-building indentations, in the words of Wade Oranger or whatever down at Super Nationals.
It wasn't horrible. I mean, I watched it. It wasn't horrible. I've seen way worse up there.
Yeah. Well, with dirt racing, I mean, you get what you get. I mean, not everybody hates the track that was up there.
I think hindsight 2020, most of the board or most of the group probably said, we maybe should have canceled.
But it's championship night. You got to try.
You got to try. I mean, props to them. They did a lot of work. They bladed it at intermission, trying to cut some of it off. There was so much ground moisture up there. It was, as the sun went down, the bottom went from pretty well tacky to actual wet slick again. That's how much moisture was coming up.
Some of the conversation I was getting on Sunday was it was almost the capillary effect of coming back up.
Yep.
Sometimes we reference that the trailers start getting dew on the side of them and stuff like that. Those are interesting nights, which I usually enjoy. Missed one.
But overall, we made a little adjustment at intermission for order of events. Slingshots usually go second or third,
Second.
I think. We had non-wing sprint cars up there.
Non-wing, yeah.
So
Then
it went
third.
sport mods, wingless, or non-wings, and then slingshots. And we decided to run the slingshot feature first on a freshly bladed racetrack to try to minimize. They're that far off the ground. Some bumps and stuff, so we tried to minimize them.
Give them the smoothest that was available.
Yes. So Hudson Man started on the front row. Got out front, drove away.
I've seen Hudson cut some pretty dang good laps up there, so
Camouflage,
I can picture it.
Give him grief all the time. Camouflage car. I go, Hudson, I couldn't even see you out there.
That has been a cool appearance this year. Yeah.
Jax Iverson's second. He's going to win one. I don't know if Jax himself has won one yet.
Yeah, he's running in the pack, so he's running in the front pack, so.
He's going to win one, and that's going to be a very, very fun interview. After his Tougher Than Dirt Tour, a redraw interviews, that's going to be a good one. Eli Turnbull, Hallie Turnbull, Dane Schertle, Jay Schertle, Carter Fichter, Ellie Ruby had trouble in the heat race. Lucy Turnbull, Owen Atkins, top 10. Good group up there, 16 of them. Corbin Krogh sighting. Got to see Luke Krogh up there.
Yeah, we had Luke in the house here Sunday too. So with Corbin, so looked like they tore out maybe a Panhard bar bracket, but Mm-hmm.
I know. I was looking at speeds at Nodak because I've never really. Those things are moving.
Yeah.
Those things are moving.
We reference that.
They're only a second or a
Second
little
off.
over a second off of a hobby stock.
Yeah.
And that's front car to front car.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, the medium might even be closer,
Yeah.
comparing
Yeah,
it to Caden type of deal. So
the front slingshot is faster than the last hobby stock.
there
Yeah.
you go. There
Yeah,
you
we were
Yep.
comparing Caden to
top.
to the first, and it was a little over a second, I think.
Yeah, like
20
a second one or something.
Yeah.
Second 1-2.
But yeah, as you go down in the field, I'm sure they even out a little bit more, or
They look small, so you're just assuming that they're not going that quick, but they're going pretty quick.
yeah.
So, uh-huh.
Northern Sport Mods, Tyler Wagner. When's the last time you guys heard that name?
Yeah, it's been a while. I seen that he had his A-Mod for sale a while back, and was that a car that?
Provided by him. I believe it's Mike
Yeah.
Hudson that owns
Okay.
the car. 55H is Mike Hudson.
I remember
Tyler's just
55
driving.
being up there, so
Tyler's
got
just running
together
it.
and
But what's weird about that is you're watching the race and you think you know racing, right? Keenan coming off of the 2000, the season he's had, well, he's got this covered. Going into 3 and 4, yeah, there was a marker car there, but it got interesting, and I was surprised.
Yeah. Tyler kind of came out of nowhere in the last couple laps. Started 13th.
I thought he was a marker car. I'm like, well, that must be a marker because I'm unfamiliar with it.
Caprice, here we are, huh? Uh-huh. Interesting.
Tyler Wagner getting back into victory lane. Good to see Tyler and the family at the track. It was pretty cool to see Brogan Wagner, a slingshot driver. I believe he's aged out. I'm not 100% sure.
That was going to be my question because we haven't seen him in one, so
Yeah,
it
we
would
haven't seen him in a
seemingly be-
while, so I'm assuming he aged out.
What is the age? 13 or 14?
14 technically.
14, you're not supposed to be in them, so I
When
don't
you
know
can
how
get
the
in a big
birthdays fall.
car, you're not supposed to be in a small car.
Brandon, that's what you do nice. When Tyler won and he got out and you said, I mean, you hugged him. He said, man, it's good to see you. You know, I mean, that was genuine. And that was a nice moment.
The Wagner family is a really good racing family. Tyler married Lindsay Labatt.
Lindsay. Mm-hmm.
Brogan Wagner had some kids. Unfortunately, divorce happens, and they went their separate ways. We haven't got to see Tyler as much. Brendan Wagner, his brother, was kind of a big wrench on the racing program. He's had, life happens for everybody, and just haven't seen the Wagners very much, and they're always good to have around. Good family to have around the races.
Yeah, I agree. They're a name in the racing circle up there, and it was good to see him there, and he found Victory Circle.
Yeah,
Exciting.
Keenan Glosser, Levi Runge, Gunnar Raynard, Cole Barnstable, the top 5, Dustin Mayer, Brooks Onus, Rick Milowitz, Ryder Raynard, and Brody Mayer, the top 10. Brooks Onus picked up a heat race win, I believe.
Yeah, that should be his first win of wins.
I believe so.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to... too late.
Had Stephen and Karen in the house at the wedding and stuff like that. They had missed some shows earlier in the year, so they made the decision to come
Brooks
to the
Onus
wedding.
picked up
and
heat race 2.
we were commenting and cheering on.
Did they have the races on?
Well, we didn't have it on. We were checking my race pass, but when we went outside to cool off and check the results.
Now I heard a rumor, and I have validated the rumor, but I heard that a group of the young men that were at the wedding maybe somehow ended up at the Beater Racing Shop.
Really?
And Max was entertaining them down there because. And Sladen came in the shop and said, "Holy, you got enough hobby stocks in here?"
Oh, I know none of
Because
this.
there's only 4 of them in there. So
Nothing got started. Nothing got.
not
I know
involved.
nothing. I'm
involved.
going to go investigating now. Oh man, I want to know more.
Stock cars, Connor Hansen laid a whooping on him
It found Victory Circle for the second time.
for the second
Heck yeah.
time. So good running the bottom. Davin Emmel picked up a second. Pretty cool to see Davin back at the racetrack. He's another one.
Yep.
Davin Emmel, if anybody remembers, Steve Arpin, his perfect year in the Mod Tour when he won every heat, every feature.
You remember it as the M&M car.
That was the M&M car. That was the Davin Emmel car.
Yeah, and a modified, and he'd been off doing other things, and was able to find a stock car and another name that represents Estevan Racing for sure.
Yeah, Brock Beater third, second in the championship. Kyle Schopp had trouble in the heat race, popping and banging, backfiring out of the exhaust pipes. Had to start last in the feature. He found Brock's rear bumper and just kind of stayed there. Just said, you're second in points. If I stay right here, I'll be the champion. He just stayed right there.
Well, that's what championship racing can be. So, Brock did what he had to do, but so did Kyle.
Yeah, Kelly Bauman 5th, Ryan Atkins, Chase Davidson, Brian Kettner, Chris Hortness, and Jeff Mann, top 10.
How about that Kelly Bauman in that Mopar? He was
Looked good.
rocking that thing.
Looked good.
Ah,
At one
a
point
true
in time,
Mopar? Yeah.
Well, I think it was a Challenger body.
I don't know if it's a true Mopar or not. But he was
Interesting.
running up front. He looked really good up front for a while. Same with Ryan Atkins and these guys here that don't maybe get to run up front all the time.
I think Kelly, did he win his heat? Or if he didn't win it, he got second. He was really having a good run.
Ryan Atkins won a heat, and Caden Jordan won the other heat. But Kelly Bauman ran really good in the heat. The storyline that was kind of developing here for a while, with Kyle Schopp starting in the back, Brock starting 10th, Brock didn't make much progress out of the gate. He got up to maybe that 8th range. Caden Jordan was 7 points behind. It was 5 points between Brock and Schopp, 7 points between Jordan and Schopp, 2 points between Brock and Jordan.
Oh, so all three spots were in.
Jordan went by both of them and was actually battling for second. And Brock and Kyle were in about 7th to 9th range or 7th to 10th range. There was about to be an upset.
He was going to leapfrog both of them. I mean, things were lining up.
Things were lining up, and then a right front, he goes in the corner. There's a rut of some sort.
Got a ridge.
Yeah, cut down the – I think it was either the right rear or the right front. I can't remember which one cut.
See, it showed him
down.
as a DNF, so I was wondering what that meant. So, flat tire. Okay.
And he did the
Interesting.
sportsmanship thing and just said, you know what? He could have done something to cause a yellow, change it, go back out. He just went
Drove
off the
her
top.
off
Said it's not my night.
Yeah.
Went off the top. So,
Honorable.
yeah. Yeah, there was about to be kind of interesting there. Jordan was going to play upset.
Again, as we reference, it's 1 point per car, so, things that look out of reach, 7, 8, 10 points, they're not if you have 20 cars. I mean, if you have 11 cars, it isn't. So.
And usually when you're in second, there's only you and the leader. If you're within 5, you have a mathematical chance. When you start getting to third, you have to leapfrog 2. Fourth, you have to leapfrog 3. You start going, even if it's 10 points, these guys all have to have a bad night in order for me to,
Stranger things have happened, but it's not likely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good to see all the Barnstable representation. I think there's a Barnstable in every class.
Yeah.
And so you ask, why is there so many people represented at the Estevan Motor Speedway? Well, you got the Barnstable clan, the Schlope clan, the Mann clan, the Turnbull clan.
The Raynards.
And the Raynards.
And the Saxons.
Full.
Yeah.
That's
And the Gaudis.
Yeah. And Tyler Wagner showed up. Yeah. That's a great
now that
point.
you bring that up, it's almost like 7 families that are about 80% of the racing up there.
Yep.
The Mans. Yep. It's all there.
Western
deal.
Renegade Non-Wing Sprint Cars' first ever trip to the Estevan Motor Speedway.
I wanted to be a part of that because that was going to be pretty cool for sure. So
Miles Tomlinson, the promoter of the series, or however you want to call it, he picked up the win. Maverick Nelson looking really sporty in the 2T. Mike Tomlinson old ride.
yeah, Maverick he'd been good just right off the trailer and led some laps and obviously has had some good finishes as this deal here shows too.
Yeah, he finished second. Eric Gio third. Corey Palm, Storm Damon, Jake Nelson, Dan Edwards, Dusty Lawson, Kevin Lawson, Sean Wedge, the top 10. Pretty cool. Miles was pretty excited in Victory Lane. I think he shared 2019 was the last time that he
It was something like that.
was able to race up there in his modified, in his IMCA modified. So
You guys were
7-year
chatting
hiatus.
about the slingshots and their speed, and Miles was mentioning that the non-wings more cost-effective than a hobby, but faster than a late model.
Actually, the announcer said that.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
But that was information
It was the announcer that said that during the races.
faster than a late model.
Mm-hmm. What exactly are we trying to get out of it, huh? I mean, that's what the question is. So, yeah. Ross Cummings had his whole 9 yards for sale for $12,500, which
You keep bringing that up.
so yeah.
I think he's buying it.
No, I'm not.
I think they look like.
That's floating around in there.
I think they look like fun.
Yeah.
I think they would probably be the funnest class if you wanted to go out and just have fun.
Fun per dollar.
Yes. Well,
definitely.
There's very little maintenance on them. I mean, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
giving
like
shoot them off the end.
Katie Ruby said, these slingshots, they're brutal. They're a full-time job. And
when they're not right.
Yeah,
they
when
are.
they're right or when they're wrong, they're really wrong.
Yeah. Good on the wingless being able to make a trip up there and being well received and yeah. And
when they get 16 of them, they put on a good show.
Really good show.
When there's 9 of them, just like anything, it's a hard sell.
16 and a little bit of moisture. I think it's the coolest thing in the world, like at Nodak and in Estevan, when they're kicking that thing sideways and they're almost backing it into the corner. Then
the back end's ahead of the front end.
That's when they're the best, when there's a little bit of grip out there and they can really sail it down in there.
We reference that, like Jeremy Lizakowski there. He can just push her in there, boy. You're like, yeah, he saved her again.
I was visiting with Mike Butts, and they discharged their exhaust out the side. And you really get that smell.
Yeah.
Yep.
Where the modifieds, he was saying, dump it down in the ground.
Yeah.
So you don't get it as much. That's pretty intoxicating. It's pretty good.
With a couple of Red Bulls.
I've never experienced the combo, but there's a first time for everything.
It sounds good.
IMCA Modifieds, the top side, Terror, Tyson Turnbull.
Yes.
Looked sporty out front. Cole Fichter, J.J. Barnstable, Cody Shope, Ty Saxon, the top 5. Tyson led a majority of the race, got out front right away, started outside front row, and I don't know, it was about 7 or 8 to go. Cole Fichter came from nowhere, running a little bit higher line, managing the bumps a little bit differently in the higher line.
Running a higher line?
Well, Tyson kind of chose, there was a path of smoothness, middle to bottom. If you hit it just right, you didn't really upset the car a whole bunch, and you could find that. But as I said, moisture was actually coming up. So as he was racing, it was
getting slick.
Wet
slick, yeah.
And Cole was just rimming through the center of the track, not the high line of the track, the center, and showed that he was out there. And you almost seen Tyson just kick it up another, like, oh, crap, I got to go. Then he moved up for a couple laps and went right back down.
He showed it too soon.
Yeah.
We reference that. When you're catching up, you got to figure out how you're going to do this because you only get one shot at her.
Look at the lap board and go, there's 8 to go. I got to do this with about 1 to go. I'm just going to hang right here.
I don't want no retaliation. Yeah.
No, cool.
Great moment.
Cool to have Tyson in victory lane.
I hadn't seen no videos. I just my mind can't help but think that Tyson's up there rim riding the topside terror. So, but not the case. Well, good on Cole for making it exciting for sure. And yeah, like you say, sometimes you just kind of get in a lull. Like, well, this is good enough. There's no need to bend the links off of it. Yeah, it wasn't good enough.
Jordan, what is your relationship with Cole? Because when I see him, the 67, the font is identical, and I can't help but think there's some type of.
I don't have any connection there, but I appreciate it. But I have no connection there. Yeah. 6-7's a tough font to make it all groove together, so it's not, it doesn't just happen.
Well, we could talk to Brock. I'm sure he'd have some ideas.
Yeah.
I'm sure he wants me to change my number to be like one of these. So
straight up 6 or the flag on it.
There's a little, you heard about the Corey Heim deal.
No, but again,
in the
got
cup,
the right number.
They give him 67.
No, I don't know the stories, but I like it.
Well, then he goes out and he wins, as a non-rookie, just filling in. He wins 2 races this year in the Cup Series.
I saw the one.
He was going to go to 35 next year. Now they're saying, dude, you need to stay 67. you don't want to go to
I can't
35.
add to that.
You want to stay 67. You've already,
make that blue green, and man, you got
he's
her.
all mad he can't run for Rookie of the Year because he won a race. Then that's the dumbest rule ever. But
Takes you out of it.
we don't want to get into NASCAR rules. We'd be here for
No.
3 days.
I see that he was 67. I'm like, you got a new fan.
Well, that's all you need. So everybody out there in the world, if you just want to number whatever you have 67, you have a new fan.
Yeah. Put a little green on it.
I think for the 75th that somewhere in the program or something, where did you get your number from?
Yeah.
And you just, how'd you get your number? How'd you get your number? And just list them. Or, the funny ones or the cool ones,
Yeah.
Just something different.
Not a lot to mine. My dad was 27 when I raced motocross, and I wanted to be 27. The number was already taken, and I think the numbers left were like, oh God, I don't know, like 37, 67, and 77, and I just grabbed the middle one because it had a 7. I had no other. There's nothing more to it than that, and I've just been that ever since. So
one funny one that I'm sure you guys, Randy Fennell, Perry's brother, Pete's kid.
Yep. The 96.
We bought a mini stock, and what's my number going to be? And we're going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And there was the Pinto that we had just trashed to put the new body on. I said, go over, look at the odometer, the last 2 numbers. That's what your number is. He went over and he went, oh, I guess I'm 17. That's completely random.
As random, yeah.
Yeah. I've shared mine on Facebook. I've kind of gave the story when Max took over the 47 because my Uncle Norm was 47. And my first car came from my Uncle Norm, a 74 Chevelle. He was number 47 because there was already a 74, and 74 backwards is 47. That's how it all worked, and I wanted to carry the 47 on. And then Max has now carried the 47 on, and I just run whatever number.
5,
8, 70, 7, whatever number. It don't matter to me. 99.
Yeah, you've kind of moved on from being the 47.
Yep. And I want him to carry it on forever. What I thought was cool, and I don't know if it was on purpose, like Wyatt Olson became 57. Myself, Wyatt, we're all with, we're the same age. We hung out with Jordan quite a bit when we were younger, and somehow we became 47 on accident, 57. Maybe his was on purpose, and then you're 67. So we just kind of stair-stepped it up to you.
Chunking it out at 10 at a time. Yeah. It's surprising how little depth there is to some of it. but at the same time, like you say, Stu, it can be pretty interesting.
How'd you get your race car number? Oh, yeah, the guy that let you drive it. That was the number it was?
I referenced that Hank was number 25 because he was 25 years old when he started. So,
oh, really?
So that's what he has said. So, yeah. So.
Well, Tony was 98 when he raced in 75 and won the championship.
Okay.
And then in 80, he came up with a car with no number. And somebody said, well, it's 1980. He put an 80 on the side.
80 on it. So
that's
following the year.
That's what I've been told. I've never actually heard it from him. But I have heard that. I actually did talk to him on
Hall
2
of Fame
Sundays
Day?
ago. I talked to
Hall
him
of Fame Day.
up in the stands for about an hour. It was kind of fun to.
99H works too. I mean, hey, I've always been a big fan of Sean Strand, so hopping in the 99 was cool. Heupel Haas, 11C, I could do that too. So hey.
Oh, we got one more class to talk about at the Estevan Motor Speedway, IMCA Hobby Stocks. Colby Patterson, rookie.
Yeah.
Picking up his
second win of the year.
Tyson Grinstead coming home second. Cash Saxon, Kyler Satrin, Riley Mann, top 5. Pat Smith picks up the championship. Brody Singleton, Cruz Wilson, Faith Kettner, and Beth Ann Gowdy, the top 10.
Pretty happy for Pat. Like I say, he had some high but achievable goals at the beginning of the year, and we watched him win, I believe, the opening night there, and just kept his stuff.
I had no idea he was that young.
Yeah, he's a young guy.
I had never met him. I had never seen him, and when we were doing the redraw on Sunday.
Pat, that is, you're saying?
Yeah. And you said, Pat Smith come over, and I went, I wouldn't have picked him out of anybody. I've never met him. I've never seen him before.
That's the cool.
I like that.
The draw deal. You actually see
when
who
we
they
bring
are.
them up and just have a quick word. We don't need a bunch of shenanigans, steal this guy's. I think just bringing them over, grabbing a quick conversation, letting the fans, this is who the guy is, or this is who the driver is.
I do
just
too.
letting
I'm
them
with
go
Stu
draw
on
off,
that.
You flip it up and boom.
You can see what they look like, maybe a couple of words. Like you say, you didn't know what he looked like, and
no idea.
Was surprised he was that young.
See, I've always said that you should have to walk around with your driver's suit on all the time, so that people know who you are.
Put it together. Well, after a tough night, you don't want to represent. I was the guy that got lapped.
Pat Smith, what I really admire about him, he's a guy that just is doing it by his own rules, builds his own car, drives a different line, definitely a different line than everybody else, makes it work, so consistent, and follow him on Facebook. He's so enthusiastic about what he's doing, just loves it.
Yeah,
and we keep talking about how last year we all saw him coming, doing good. This year, my goodness, just a showcase.
Yeah.
He'll chase this season the rest of his career because it's just all been. There's one night, I think it was up in Estevan, a car dumped it right in front of him, and he avoided that's the thing. You can have a great run, and just, if you don't have lady luck on your side, and of course skill, it just avoided it, kept moving. Could have cost him the championship if he gets collected.
Could have folded up the car. Yeah. We're that close all the time. You're right. I like you, just really appreciated his enthusiasm. Like I say, things were clicking last year. And Pat's been around a little bit, Pat and Kevin both, but over the winter, he was showing that he was working on his car, and things were going to be this, and that. He's making a strong commitment. I'm sure with his day job, things had to happen, and you got to make the adjustment, make the sacrifice. But I'm with you to reference back on the year he's had. Happy for him. I mean, like I say, he does it his own way, his own color, if you will, his own line. Even though he's every once in a while surprises us and sneaks around the other way, good on him. Yeah, I'm with you. Grounded goals and reach some of them for sure. So good championship for you, Pat. We'll be up there to help you celebrate it.
Yeah, doubleheader this Dirt Wars here in a couple weeks.
Yeah. Excited for that too. So
Nodak Speedway Sunday night. Moved to the Monty Lundy Memorial and the Bonnie Beater Memorial. We got a whole bunch of 14s here on the on the old table
Maybe
here.
all of them. Right.
What a year. I mean, I know the Monty Lundy's been around this is year 3, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And he is number 14. But what a year for the number 14 itself. Randy Philsvold Memorial, Dave Lackaduk, the 14, going in the Hall of Fame, Nodak Speedway Hall of Fame. I mean, that's the number 14.
Travis Hagan won his 100th.
Travis Hagan
14
wins his 100th. I mean, the number 14 is legit right now.
Yeah. So much for 6'7", 6'7".
1-4.
No, I'm with you.
1-4.
It's only 13 if you put them together. I don't know. So, yeah, I'm with you. The 14's have been the number this year for sure. So,
Junior Slingshots, I believe their second appearance or third.
I thought
Third.
second. Is
They
it
were
third?
here on the 4th of July.
Oh,
I
okay.
believe.
Yep.
So
Okay, be the third.
Tougher
one,
Than Dirt Tour, 4th of July, and then now tonight or Sunday night. Eli Turnbull picking up the victory. Landon Holgren, Cash Aho, Hallie Turnbull, Jax Iverson, top 5. Tucker Sebo, Ellie Ruby, Weston Uranker, Tayton Miller, and Nolan Roulette. The top 10.
It was a 67.
Yeah, Nolan's got it going on. We kind of bonded there in Underwood there, and it was going the right way. Blue and yellow. Well, that makes green.
So his dad is Ryan Roulette.
Okay.
And Ryan Roulette raced ARCA Series for a few years.
Oh, is that okay?
That's how that connection.
didn't-
Him and Clint Hudkins.
Oh,
They kind of traveled. He was
okay.
the
the VFW car.
The VFW car in
Okay.
the ARCA Series for a couple years.
I didn't realize that. Oh, it's even cooler.
Yep.
67. Heck yeah. To touch on, we were able to announce that, Brandon, and we were referencing the cars up front there on minimizing the error. Yeah, not letting the thing push up the hill type of deal, and Landon and Eli really had a nice battle. Eli was ahead, and Landon was closing it in. Eli was running high. I can't remember if there was a sighting or not, but Eli made the adjustment and then maintained somewhat of a gap. But again, pretty good little chess game with the younger people here, and both guys sharing some seat time in, or getting some seat time in legend cards and stuff like that. And that's where all this stuff gets put together when you're young and a lot of seat time.
There was
it.
Landed on the front stretch, got spun around.
Yeah.
Man, I thought he was going over. It was.
It walked up on its side, maybe on one tire, 360'd around. I called it a Rockford, which is only a 180, but he did fully 360 the thing, and
he kept rolling.
Kept it going.
So thank another guy that's high on racing and a great, like I was talking about you, what an ambassador for racing. Just
yeah, I'm on his Facebook pages. I think you're sharing there, and always just positive, and that matters. So.
Talks about blessings to do it. I mean, a lot of times you take it for granted. This is what I do. We're blessed to be able to do this. And, Riley mentioned that too, announcing up in Estevan, just being blessed to be doing this. I mean.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Thankful every day.
It's not a right, it's a privilege.
That
Exactly.
we get to enjoy and do what we do, because there's a lot of people out there that don't get to do that. That's the big message.
Yeah.
You talked about Landon on. I'm not trying to downplay Eli Turnbull. Great job, Eli, Cash, Hallie. You talk about a character, Landon Hallgren. I hope everybody that's watching, I don't even know how many we got here. Let me zoom in here. Oh, Dylan checking in. There's a bunch of people checking
Dilly
in
Bar.
here.
Dilly was at the wedding. Stole my phone, took pictures.
Tranny's on the floor right now for Pat Smith.
But he'll get her fixed.
We got a few people watching, 37 or so. Everybody search on your phone right now. You're either on Facebook or on YouTube. Go to one or the or go to Facebook. Landon Hallgren. Follow him. If you know the kid at all, you read this Facebook post, and he goes, "We went to Minot for a night of action." And boy, let me tell you, it was a night of action. This is his Facebook post. I am not making this up. I'm not adding to it or anything. We started inside third row in the heat, and I won it. Then I went to the feature, started pole, and my buddy Eli Turnbull got around me. Then another competitor spun me out, and I ended up keeping it under control and ended a proud second. I mean, what else can you ask for from a young man, young kid?
You're right, because he could have took that a whole another way. Someone dumped me and just taken it.
Took me out of the game.
But, I mean, he puts it in there that another competitor, he's not throwing that competitor under the bus. He's not bashing them on social media. He's just saying it, hey, another competitor spun me out.
It comes with the terrain.
Yep, it comes with racing, and he kept it going. But if you can see, like I can see his face. As I'm reading that, I see him actually speaking it to me in my brain.
That's how you get fans.
That's how you get fans.
You're drawn to him.
He should get at least 30 more followers right now if everybody goes and and friends him or follows him on Facebook.
And someone I think it might have been Chad Hoff that mentioned that one time to follow him, and that's how I learned of him. Maybe it wasn't Chad, but anyway, yeah.
And he goes on to list all of his sponsors.
Yeah, in nice order.
But the fact that he's doing this, and it's, trust me, I do a lot of things for my kids. I make Facebook posts for them. I do all kinds of stuff for my kids. The fact that I can read this and know that it was Landon who typed it, because you can know the way he talks.
It's in his voice.
It's in his voice.
So you know how I know that you're raising a son and sometimes gives you some stress? You know how I know that he's going to grow up to be a good dude? Because of you. You're a good dude. Sean Strand.
Yep.
And Sean's on the list.
Sean is his role model.
I'm comforted by that when I read those.
Sean is helping him.
Sean's
There's no accident
Sean's
that Landon
keeping it uppity up.
is a good dude.
I see him more
Keep it
on
on the high
20th
road.
walking across from at work now than I do at the racetrack.
Oh, dude.
Driving my little Napa truck.
Yeah.
Good job, Landon. Again, that was a busy 360 he went through, and was still able to stay focused enough to close the gap on Eli. He didn't get around him, and Eli made an adjustment there and got away, if you will. But nonetheless, stayed in the race the whole time too. So
And
good things are coming.
Eli makes good posts as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Eli, talking about Eli does the same thing. Great job for Eli. Because as I searched Landon, it popped up as Eli had one as well. Explains his championship night.
Don't apologize for not praising on Eli. He's my boy, man. I am ready for him to get rolling in that legend and coming after you, Preston.
And for those
Well, yeah.
we talk about
somebody's
numbers.
going to.
We talk about race car numbers. And this poor kid is constantly trying to get people in my race pass to change his number. He is a 221. He's not a 21 junior. He is a 221. I mean, I think it was 21T or something. It was something else at Nodak the other night, or 21 EH. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
He's not a 21 EH. It's a 221.
He's 221. Yeah.
Just to kind of
Get his own image.
yeah. But
Well,
yeah.
there's another Aaron Turnbull's C21 came from Century 21. That was his first sponsor.
Yep.
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 And now he's an AT21. Yeah.
On everybody's spoiler.
And then Eli will become the ET221. I mean, this stuff just writes itself. Have you got a call from John Gaddy yet? I haven't
Yeah,
either.
well, the promotion was real.
You guys probably didn't get to hear it in the grandstands.
Yeah.
We rocked it.
Yeah. As the cars were, not able to continue on, we were calling it the
We'll get
GM
to it when we
parking
get to
lot.
the hobby stocks. Western Renegade non-wing sprint cars. Did we already talk about them? We did not.
We did not.
Noah Schmidt,
Hey.
first ever
Hey.
feature win.
Okay, I don't know him.
Looked
I've
like
never,
he'd done it before.
Yeah.
And I said, "Who is that?" And I pulled up my race pass, and I looked at them, and Jeff said, "Well, that." And then Jamie's next to him. Well, I know that guy. They didn't even know he had a sprint car. He said, "No, they own Harleys." Well, and then I looked down and said, "What's on the side of the car?"
It's on the
Yeah,
hood.
somebody said it Harley Schmidt. Harley's is Harley Schmidt, or
Yep, that's Harley's last name.
Yep.
Yep.
He put it on.
he put it on. No joke.
It looked like he'd done it before. It was
Again,
good.
his mother and I went to kindergarten together in Grand Forks. And we were sitting up at the stands
In
near each other.
1914 or what?
Easy. You like that
Careful.
14?
Ah, that 14.
I took her down to Victory Lane, and she went had the opportunity, wonderful opportunity to take a picture
Yeah.
with her son and the family. What a showman. He gained fans. He was shaking hands with everybody, signing, smiling.
He was a natural on the interview.
Yeah, what a great kid. Great job.
Yeah.
Awesome to have him involved in racing. A new family involved in racing.
Yeah.
Pretty dang cool. Brenton Weiss finished second. Corey Palm, Dusty Lawson, Jake Brake Nelson, and then Maverick Nelson, Dan Edwards, Randy Blotsky, Kevin Lawson, and Mort Blotsky.
Again, there was
16 of them. Miles Tomlinson, as you said earlier, DNF'd with a
broke the motor. He said it ran perfect in Estevan, and it sounded like a valve come apart. I mean, again, they're machines. It's amazing they run at all when you look at them, but they do. So
Colby,
Jenny,
Noah, you don't need
you shut that
experience.
off?
Hop in it,
or just
they
turn
make it look
down.
easy.
plant it. That's what I was saying
Yeah.
about Noah. I'm like, it should not be that easy.
Be that easy. Yeah.
You should be
I'd-
struggling. Would you say
We'd want to
3,
say
5,
the same to Colby, but
sometimes 3.
3 to 5 years.
Yeah.
yeah, I've always sold it's a 5-year college.
Yeah.
It was for me. So
And Noah, if he's going faster than a late model, that's how do you get used to speed that fast?
yeah, and he was backing it in. I mean, there was no lack of courage. He was whipping her
Dayton
in
Kent
there.
has won
I saw that.
an
over
AMOD
the-
feature already. He's 14.
I saw that over the weekend.
Alan Kent's kid, in case anybody knows that who he is.
Yeah, Dayton had found Victory Circle. I saw that. So
They're getting younger.
lots
and
going
younger.
on. Yeah, and naturally talented. I don't know if they're getting it off these video driving games or I don't know, but man, learning curve is short.
Yeah.
I'm on the other side.
IMCA Hobby Stocks. Caden Appelt.
This was a yawner.
Caden Appelt.
Well, it wasn't until there was 14 laps to go.
The hobbies. I think we're missing the heat race first. The heat race was.
Well, let's go find him.
The heat race between Appelt, Pat Smith, and Cash Saxon and
Yes.
Diesel
Yeah.
Rayner.
Gosh.
Slicing and dicing and
Dicing.
crossover.
If that's the only race you saw all night, was that heat race, money well spent.
I
Not
agree.
wrong. Not
I
wrong.
agree.
Right.
But Caden Appelt picks up the win, but it did not come without any drama. Is that what we're going to call it? I mean,
Well, when a class is used to 15 laps and it goes to 40,
and
we
you
referenced
double,
that a few
double
times.
it plus 10.
Plus 10. If you thought you ran warm on 15, you're going to run really warm on 40. Just a lot of challenges. Guys trying to maybe just be careful for a while and wait for it to get wild at the end, but some of them drove at speed right away.
So we know Caden had the perfect season and a win at Motor Magic to extend it even beyond the whole season.
Yeah.
We know the car's good. We know he's good. But we know you need Lady Luck. And that's one thing that he's had as well. Tires aren't going down, no mechanical failures till this night. Can he overcome it?
14 to go.
14 to go. 14.
And you would think
14.
you would think at that point you go, well, I mean, 14 laps, a weekly feature is 15. He's come from deeper on a 15-lap feature, so it's not out of the question.
It wasn't out of the question.
But how about this? Who was in second? Was Diesel in second at that point?
Yes.
Yes.
And all the competitors see that. They're like, I was thinking that because you picked him.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, okay, that takes Brandon out of it. No.
I was not thinking it at all, but
You were on the cash man. I was on Pat.
And it was looking all right.
so if it goes green to checkered, 14 laps there at the end, he doesn't win.
He doesn't win, no.
He does not win.
Yeah.
He needed a couple cautions to fall the right way and restarts to happen. The restart that he made all his hay on was one where I can't remember who was on the outside of the second row, the first or second row.
Jammed him
they
up.
They got sideways or whatever, jammed everybody up.
And
he just turned down and went around him. He come out of that deal in second.
Yeah.
You
yeah,
know.
that was the majority of his passing on that
Yeah.
start. Yeah. I'm with you. Green to checker would have been interesting, but it didn't go that way.
Well, he kind of leveled out where he was.
Yeah.
Because
For a while there.
We ran
Yeah.
4 or 5 laps of green. He got up to about that eighth or 6th, 7th.
Because the Hobbies was a prominent highline track, and you can only fit one at a time.
So
For the most part.
I think there's a Travis Hagen factor. There's definitely a Caden Appel factor that comes into play in both of these races. Everyone's pushing, not pushing each other, but pushing their cars, pushing their driving so hard because they know they have to. They know they have to.
He's making the other drivers better because they want to beat him.
Well, the
Right.
proverbial, you're only as good as your competition.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So.
he's forcing drivers.
He's forcing Kyler out of his comfort zone as far as being aggressive.
Yes.
Kyler is not an aggressive driver,
Nope.
but
But you're going to have to
he's
be to
gonna-
play the game.
Exactly. He's thinking to himself,
Yep.
do I want
gotta
to put it there? I
crank
got to put it there now. I got to put it there because
I
it's
have
not
to
going to be
drive,
there.
and some people, you have to drive at 110% to equal Caden's 100%. And some guys are comfortable doing that, and some guys aren't comfortable. I'm not necessarily one of them guys that can just crank it up to 110% and go battle with
Back
a
it
guy.
in every corner.
Yeah, I need to bring Caden to my level where you take me to a Mandan where Caden's 100% isn't
It's too much.
it's too much.
Needs to be your 85.
He needs to bring it down to 85%, but I'm able to go to 100% on that. It flips the roles a little bit.
Your environment.
Yep.
If Caden's not out there, Diesel doesn't get a little loosey-goosey in 1 and 2.
I'm not going to say he doesn't.
He knew he was coming. He's looking
but
at.
I'm not going to say he doesn't get loosey-goosey. Turn 1 was super, super difficult because there was actually the way the hobby stocks, the rear tires cut through the track right there. It created almost like stutter bumps going into the corner.
There was something going on.
There was something down there. It created, and if you hit it just wrong, your suspension unloaded.
Well, we had Diesel spun out in front of the field. Pfeiffer spun out in front of the field. Aaron Turnbull hit the bump, and Sean Strand hit the bump, and I mean, that's 4 really good people that had that.
Yep.
You pulled that right out of my brain.
Yeah.
All of that. That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Yeah, there was many that were tricked up by it for sure.
But even Caden, where did he have his flat tire? His right rear cut down in turn 1. There was something down there, something the transition.
Well, it must have happened on the straightaway because he just went.
We don't catch it on camera.
Yeah. From our point of view, it's not a fair point of view because we're just not close enough to see it.
It caught. He went over the top and came to a stop. You know. I got some text messages saying possum. That's a classic case of possum. I disagree. I think it was a
I had the conversation with you on Sunday that I think the possum rule needs to be addressed and changed.
I would agree.
And here's my thinking is 10 years ago the possum rule was because we were popping tires like they were candy. And they're not anymore.
Yep.
So there's so many cautions. If they're possum, we're just going to pitch them to speed up the program. If I get a flat tire going down the front straightaway, what do I have to do to not play possum? I have to blow it off the racetrack,
put on a show,
and not start the car until I get into the infield. That drivers, I just told you, that is how you not get possum right there. That's how you do it.
What Caden Appel did, put on a show.
What about this?
I mean,
what if they did
so far
call
so
that
true.
on him and put him to the pits? That would have been a shame because for the betterment of the show, take your punishment, go to the back. If you can do it, let's ride.
Okay, but here's where I'm going.
The promoting mind wanted that.
Yeah, here's what I'm going on the what started me on this whole thing was Ethan Broxma on the Dakota Mod Tour, leading the thing, gets a flat tire, leading, pulls to the front straightaway and stops. They call the caution. I don't think they called him for the possum. They called him for going into the front.
When you say they, it's us.
I know, it's you.
Yep.
But I think what he did is the perfect thing.
Right.
Because if he blows it off the corner and it's an 8-minute thing.
On the Mod Tour, there is no possum rule. On the Mod Tour, this is the hardest part that people need to understand is there's different rules for different events at different racetracks. Yeah, I've been kind of playing with your audio here, so if you sound weird, I'm kind of trying to fine tune it a little bit.
And get rid of my nose whistle.
Still English.
No, I'm picking up background noise, and it might be the TV upstairs, and I'm hearing it in my headset. But so like the Mod Tour. But you still have to go by the local track rules, and I just thought it was going to be a hard one. You're going to set the precedent. If I were to allow Broxma to come back out, that was going to be a really, really hard one to get away from.
And that's not where this started to go.
I know.
But when he pulled down and stopped, I think that is exactly what the driver needs to do when he gets a flat tire. Because I think it speeds up the program rather than blowing it off and
making a spectacle
and pulling it in. Because then the next, I did not know that there was not a possum rule in that.
In the Mod Tour.
Because the next night, Turnbull and Estevan looped it in the corner and stopped. Right. And I didn't know that. But
the Tougher Than Dirt Tour does not have a possum rule either.
I think we're the ones that really do it.
We are, and it was a rule that I brought in, that I pushed to get because my frustration level of watching races that were being killed or brutalized by guys with flat tires just coming to a stop. I've witnessed it 10 times up at the Estevan Motor Speedway this summer that guys will go in and they'll just purposely come to a stop. They'll go to get their tire changed, come back out, and I'm the race director up there, and I'm on the radio going, do you guys have a rule here or not?
Mm-hmm. So
because we just took a race that was battling out front. The top 4 or 5 were just duking it out, and somebody in 15th gets a flat tire, goes in, and just stops. So that way they can go get their tire changed.
Are you telling me that you think
it's
that
a great
Caden
conversation
at full speed
it really is.
Knew that he had a flat tire and dumped it? Because I don't think
he knew when he got to the corner. Watch him. You need to go back and watch the video, and you need to watch it with the real intent of what he did. He could have just slid up. The track had so much moisture in it, and it had so much grip. When it caught, it just straightened him out. He wasn't going to slide up over the top. It straightened him out.
And
he went like this, went over the top, slammed the brakes, killed it, and then he sat there and tried to turn it over so that way the flames were coming out the exhaust. He did an amazing job of acting that one out.
Well,
I mean, and I'm not calling you out, Caden.
No,
you did the right thing for you in that race.
I'm going to say 4 years ago, Kyler Satrin got a flat tire, stopped.
Right in front of the hot pit.
Yeah, and they called him for possum and came in, and Lon came over, and he was never going to come to the Nodak Speedway, blah, 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 blah. And that's when I told them, you need to do what I just said.
Yep.
Well, and then the next week, they came over and he put his arm around me, sorry. And I said, hey, it is what it is.
Certainly you got to be consistent on the calls. That's what you're saying.
I've said that for years. If we have a bad rule, I don't care if it's a bad rule as long as we call it consistently. Mm-hmm. And there for a while, I thought it wasn't. I think the last year last year and a half, 2 years hasn't been.
I don't think there's been as many instances the last year or two. I think that
like I said before, there was 2 flat tires a race 10 years ago.
Right.
The tires have gotten better. The rims have gotten better.
The drivers have put air in them.
And yeah,
drivers have put air in them.
You were dancing. I wanted to get right to it. Yeah, for sure. It is a great topic, and it is a great topic because how you administer your flat tire, like you say, if you put on a show with your flat tire, you're probably going to be okay. I think you're referencing something too. If you're completely out of the race, way in the back there, it's like,
it happens all the time.
You just shut it down. I don't know what the answer is, but I know the dialogue is worthwhile because Stu, being a corner judge or being a race judge, wants to know what his tooling is.
Yep.
And it's vague at best. And we don't want to do it matters who you are, but it looks like it matters who you are. So he'd like to see some clarity. I get that. And the conversation's worthwhile. I don't know what the answer is, but the conversation will be worthwhile.
So the $2,000.
It needs to be revisited is your plea.
Yeah, I wasn't.
And I think it does need to be revisited.
I'm not picking on anybody. I just think it needs to be revisited.
Mm-hmm. I do too.
If you're Diesel, if you're Kyler, if you're Cash, if you're Pat, and you win the Bonnie Beater for the 2,000, that feels good, right?
Yep.
But you don't want to win it
without Caden on the track.
Right, because that's what
nobody exercises it more than Underwood.
Colby,
we want to have that race played out.
Colby mentioned it to you Saturday night. Going to the Bonnie, I'm going to try and beat Caden.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's not I'm going to win that race. I want to beat 70, and that's what it is.
Earlier in the conversation, I wanted to interject the fact that both features had the guy to beat in a compromising situation made it that much more exciting. I mean, all said and done, both hitters had troubles, if you will.
And there's that other rule that I keep bringing up. Debris.
Jacques. Debris. See, I think that needs to be visited too.
Yeah.
Travis
right in the same conversation.
I think the whole debris caution thing.
Well, it got to the point where it was too hard to figure out whose car it came off of.
Well, no, here's a perfect situation.
Well, it wouldn't have been on Sunday with the big 14-door panel. It'd be like,
yeah, we'll get to it in the mods. We'll get to it. There's just situations that I can intentionally loosen up or especially in a mod because you got body bracing and stuff. So you can go in and wrinkle somebody's right rear to the point where maybe they lose their spoiler or their filler panel or
it's a different car.
And you had nothing to do with it. I had nothing to do with it. It's not, or somebody spins in front of me, and as I swerve, it catches my left front, and it rips the fender backwards and whatever. I had nothing to do with it, but then my fender falls off a lap later or whatever. I'm in a top 5 position, and I'm going along. My fender falls off. 47 to the back. What? I had nothing to do with the damn thing. You talk about lady luck. That's just a shit luck deal. Mm-hmm. I think that the debris thing needs to be visited. I like what they do a lot of other places. Debris is a debris caution, end of discussion. End of discussion. It doesn't matter if it came off your car, your car, your car, your car. We can watch it literally fall off the car, and if it's sitting there, the caution is on the debris, not the guy's that the debris fell off of.
Isn't that what we have now?
No, it's on the debris. It's on the car.
It's green tin. Must be Jordan's.
Yep.
I didn't think we still did that.
But if you can't determine what car it came off of,
If it's black tin,
and there's 9 black cars out there, if you don't see it fall off the car, which I think we had a situation that there was something.
could be a deck piece.
We didn't know whose car it fell off on the Sport Mod deal. Going into turn 1, there was a piece of aluminum out there or whatever.
Yeah.
See, I thought we got rid of that 3 years ago.
I don't think so. I mean, unless I'm wrong.
The message is clear. There's room to revisit it.
Yeah.
That's the deal.
You know, I think you should almost go. I mean, I'm not an official anymore. I just sit up in the stands and.
Yeah, but you
Sit
did
next
it for
to
a
one.
long time, and I think the dialogue is real. I'm not sure it's real right here and now,
No.
but nonetheless,
Oh, I think
it is.
we should have this discussion live on Darn TV.
Yeah. Well, we should know the answers going into it. But
Yeah, we should have a piece of paper so we can read the rule.
I've often thought maybe we need to have kind of our own demerit list, if you will. Because when it's the same guy getting the flat tire every night, that's a frustration.
Okay. I've
It's
always
the same guy losing his right rear quarter off his modified every night. That's a problem.
I've always said
So after 2 nights of that,
you
ain't getting no more.
You get 2 cautions in a heat race until you've had 4 cautions in a heat race. Now you only get 1 caution. You know what I'm saying? So,
well, we got that in the feature.
because you feel bad for these new guys when they've never and they go out and they loop it and we pitch them, and then they come out in the feature.
I'll address that with Underwood. We purposely do give you 2 because we feel that we're the right venue for more beginner type drivers.
But what I'm saying is, I think you should be able to have 2 until you've done it 3 times.
I see. Same type of deal.
Yes.
Somewhat of a
After you've done it, after
You quote it
after
out,
you've-
you're done.
After you've done it 3 times, when you cause the first one, you're done. But now you have to have somebody up there with a spreadsheet going, and now you've put more on either that person or that person.
Oh, they said debris is debris not on the car. They did change that then a few years ago.
It has-
Maybe
okay.
I was in charge when we changed it because I got frustrated with it. I don't know
You're
if
only
I
the
was or
race
wasn't.
director.
Not here.
I'm messing with you. You know.
Yeah.
You guys do throw
but-
shade at each other a lot, and I like it. But at the end of the day,
What am I doing again? Oh, yeah.
if I could have wrote a script, going back to the heat race, the guys are closing the gap on Caden. They clearly are closing the gap. Mm-hmm. Not yet, boys. You just got a little bit more to go.
Like you say, you don't want to ruin the heat of the moment either. So in the race director's defense, and I'm defending him all the time, you, Bruce, whoever, you got a tough job. I mean, you're relating to that with your own experience there.
What we're getting, I don't know, most people don't know, me and Jeff sit way up in the back to the north of the announcer stand. And every time it seems like Caden gets a call, we have 65 people turn and look at us because Jeff has an official outfit on.
Well, tell him to wear a regular shirt then.
Man, that is karma for you.
That's asking for it.
Yeah, I mean,
That is karma
it's just
for
what
you.
you did 30 years ago.
Oh,
isn't
my
it?
gosh.
Yeah.
At full throat.
At full throat.
You know what the benefit is? They can look at Jordan and I up in the booth all they want because we're not looking at them.
Poor Larry and Lindsay.
We don't even see them, do we?
No.
They have hearing loss.
And we
because
don't
of
even
those-
look for him. Right. Is that door locked? It better be. Oh, shoot.
Okay.
No, a couple of great items that need some future bouncing around.
If the
There's something
debris
there.
is on the debris at Nodak, props to them. I like it. I'm a fan of that.
I think it is.
Yeah, they said it
Comes
is.
off the same
They said
car
it
every
is.
night. Yeah, that car needs to fix it.
Yep.
So
But I mean, there's so many racing deals that happen that loosen a piece of this or loosen a piece of that. That's nothing to do with.
it's hard to make it black and white because
Right.
the situations
Right.
are close but not quite.
There was
Well,
one in
So
Underwood.
is the call.
There was one in Underwood at the Cole County, and down in Underwood we have the rule: debris comes off the car, it's on that car, and it had nothing to do with them. And the debris falls off, and I look at it, and I'm like, maybe nobody will tell me, and I can just let this skate by. Somebody come over, that was off the such and such, and I'm like, damn it.
Gonna try to sneak one past the goalie. Yeah. Well,
whatever.
yeah, good topic. In a little while.
But Bonnie Beater Memorial, 40-lap hobby stock, Caden Appelt picks up the win, draws the highest number down front in the redraw, the 8.
Got the 8.
Drove up to the lead.
Doing everything we wanted for a good for a good action show.
Yep.
Not getting the luck. That's
Breaks the right rear tire, goes to the pits, comes back out, able to make his way up front. Diesel Raynard, as you said, spinning out while he was in the lead.
Could have collected Caden really easy. I mean, he hit him pretty hard.
Yeah, hit him pretty good.
Caden did a good job of putting it up close to him, but then Cash got the corner, left front corner of Caden. I thought that was going to be Caden's demise. I thought maybe an upper control arm broke or something. Was not the case, but it looked like it could have been.
Kyler Satrin with a solid run, consistently right in that top 5 all night. Some speed back in the 22 that we maybe haven't seen all year. I think he's been had a struggle. About 3 weeks ago, I don't know when it was, maybe he started to pick up the speed again. I can't remember. I think we made the comment on the show here.
He had a wild weekend. He went down to Fix It Forward Speedway Friday night, got second in the feature there.
Shot her up to Estevan.
Fargo. Yeah, Estevan.
Yeah, then back down here to Minot.
And I think he had a 4th place run up in Estevan. Good run anyway. And then followed up with this. That's a rough weekend.
Paying attention.
Well, I mean,
Right.
he has outlasted Diesel Raynard because him and Diesel Raynard were trying to go neck and neck for the state championship. And really, I mean, you have to have some good finishes, but really what it comes down to is whoever races more gets the state championship. You do have to finish good enough to beat, finishes do matter, but
Caden Appelt's in like 18th in the state, and he's only raced here.
right.
So that tells you that.
Yep. I'm just saying
It's a total of all your events.
Yeah, it's a total of all your events. There's no cap on it. Diesel Raynard did not make the trip to Fix It Forward Speedway in Fargo. That pretty much says he's signed off. He said, you know what, I don't have what they have to make all this traveling. They can have it. So
he had been there the time before, and they had some
I think
misfortune.
the DNF or the
DQ.
The DNQ.
Yep,
I think
changed his mind.
Changed his mind, exactly.
Got things going in a different thought process.
Pat Smith third. Nathan Medler, your hard charger, going plus 12. He finished 4th. Brody Beater in a car that we rebuilt in 2 days. Finished 5th, top 5, which is a good deal for Brody. Went plus 8. Colby Patterson, Diesel Raynard, Cash Saxon, Josh Dukeshire, Jonathan Taylor, the top 10.
I think Brody might be the Pat Smith. I think next year Brody's going to have his game rolling.
Nathan was able to get him on the last corner of the last lap for 4th place there. I thought Brody managed the race pretty dang good. I mean,
Nathan
kept the car clean, and Nathan did too.
Really well, because those first 2 weeks he was kind of out to lunch. Nothing against him, but he was,
Yeah, they done some
and they definitely did some tweaking. You can tell that.
Gotten a feature win in Underwood.
I don't know that car at all. But that's a solid car.
The Blue
that
5. That's blue when you raced it.
Just saying. That's a solid car. If the Beater family didn't already have 4 hobby stocks or whatever we have, when that went up for sale, that may have made its way to the Beater shop. But we already had too many cars the way it is. We didn't need another one. So is what it is.
According to my backyard, you're still a rookie.
And another thing, I think the 148 would have been in the picture too when he broke.
Yeah, he peeled or broke what do we think? The suspension part in the right front.
Right front.
It was moving around. Yeah, Ellen.
When they were pushing it down the hill or whatever, or no, they were towing it down the hill and the front tire touched and it went ahead about
6 inches.
6 inches. We're like, that ain't good.
Yeah, something ain't hooked up to it. Most of it.
Hot pit ain't gonna fix that one.
Yeah, that ride's done for the night.
Yeah, tough break for Alan Birch. Cool to have Alan Birch back at the track this summer, though.
Yeah,
the Birch
nice
family.
Nice asset to the game and solid runner. Runner-up for the season.
IMC Modifieds, the Monty Lundy Memorial, saw Travis Hagen DNF in a heat race. A rock hit the switch.
Hit his
the master switch.
Master switch. And as you shared earlier, he's got it in such a situation that stuff coming at him will keep it in the on position.
Yep.
So how it got knocked around to the off position is we often wonder.
So that has him starting
19th out of 20 cars. The only one starting
10th row
behind him
inside?
was Kyler Jeffrey.
Yeah, that's right. They were the last row. Yeah.
Yep. Travis Hagen, it took him, I don't know how many laps did it take him to get to the lead. He led 20, so it took him to lap 10. But cautions helped him out. It was pretty
It was a caution fest.
at the beginning.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
then-
I think the first 5 laps probably had 4 yellows. I mean, it was hard to get it going.
Brady Biella, who pulled on the racetrack, this is one that people just need to realize kind of how the rules are. You enter the racetrack under your own power, even though the race hasn't started. If you enter the hot pits or go back to the pit, you're going tail once you enter the racetrack. So he had to go down, change a tire.
That is an important clarification because they hadn't taken the green yet, but he had tire troubles.
But
So for whatever reason,
had to
it
go
was losing
tail,
air.
gave up his 4th starting position, went tail. Stephen Pfeiffer started on the pin, got out front, and I thought it was going to be a Travis Hagen having to chase down Pfeiffer. That's really how I thought this was going to, and not even just Travis Hagen. I figured Aaron Turnbull
Aaron was
gonna
coming
be in
through the
there,
pack pretty good.
you know. But I just figured it was going to be Pfeiffer out front. Were the cautions going to land good enough, or did they have enough speed? From my experience of watching everybody at the Estevan Motor Speedway most of the summer, because we've had some epic battles up there between Aaron, Steven,
Cody.
Travis. They've put on some shows up there, and
Everyone's continuing to learn. Steven's got that new car, and he's a jackrabbit at the start. If I could go to the second night of the Mod Tour race, he was as fast as anybody for the first 15. He was really good this night, and I think that I have no idea, but I know he was gunning it as hard as he could. He knew it had a fast car, and he knew Travis is back there, so you're trying to
put the distance down, and on everybody for that matter. Aaron's there too. So.
You were very animated on the call, and I don't think the camera was on him, and
I saw him go around. I'm like, the leader went around. I mean, I
almost unbelievable.
yep.
You finally the luck
spun around.
the luck piece. He can't draw at all down front. He last week was an 8.
Yeah.
And then,
This
so
week's
Then
a
he
1.
gets the pin.
but he had to bring in a reliever to draw.
Aislinn.
and that worked. And so you get the pin, you think, finally,
Yeah.
Travis is 19th. I'm 1.
Cherish it.
But racing happens.
Like I say, they don't have mirrors, so you're constantly, you get in a situation where you think, well, maybe I made a couple of mistakes. I mean, I've really got to, get it back, if you will. But again, both corners had produced some. What was that? Some WTFs.
So bringing back what we were talking about, the debris, I didn't see what caused Travis's door to get peeled back. And how can that not be distracting for him? That had to be flapping.
It survived the whole thing. I think he got too close to the wall. I think another car and him.
He had a run on the outside going down the front straightaway. Tuchscher came all the way up and was going to try to close that lane off. And Travis was going a significantly faster speed and just hooked his left front of his door on the right rear quarter panel of
as he slithered through it. Yeah, and just opened it back.
Yep.
That's one of the things we stress at drivers' meetings. You got to leave the high line. I call it driver etiquette. Leave the high line there. If you're not in it, that means you shouldn't be in it down the front straightaway against those walls. But
modifieds are
my
some
opinion.
of the modifieds. I watch a lot of modifieds go from the bottom and they swing all the way up by the wall and they'll go back down. Like they're trying to just close that lane off. I don't care if you have a run on me. We're closing this lane off. But that's how many, many years ago Steve Pfeiffer or whatever, Wayne Johnson ended on Steve Pfeiffer.
I was just thinking the same thing, but all those weird things happened
it's
because
extremely careless and dangerous.
Well, it was because of the concrete that we were using,
right?
Instead of the
the
wall,
highway dividers,
because it had this.
Yep.
And everybody was riding up it,
getting the start.
The big one at the 4th of July.
Yep.
They
they
stacked them all
12
up.
12 cars were involved or whatever.
On the back straightaway of tracks, Underwood, Estevan, Minot, you can move around a little bit, but the wall stops you. I mean, but Travis was able to hang on to, like you say, the distraction of that door being pulled back. I kept thinking it was going to come off. Well,
and that would have been a deal. That door comes off, but now
whose
we
door
know
is
the
that?
rule.
We know.
Now we know the rule.
Yeah. See, I thought it was, so I.
Right.
I
was
like
right for
Brandon
once.
was like, I hope he
Hey.
doesn't lose that because I don't want that situation to have to be decided. So, right.
But no big deal if it would have. We've seen what Caden could do when he had a bad deal.
Well, as this event went on, I mean, Brandon had started off. I mean, Brady had went to the back at the beginning. Steven had a mishap. Aaron had a mishap. Sean Strand, great to see him in the house, had a mishap. He wasn't able to continue. There was some contact there. And all things considered on Sean's contact, I thought it was pretty light compared to what that could have been.
Oh, I thought that
could come back
really
on,
bad.
boy. I thought
that wasn't. That was just a.
I thought it was going to be a Shane Williams deal again. I'm like,
three guys missed, and
But you know who seemed to, again, Lady Luck, when Sean went off, it seemed like Gabe was there to collect anybody coming back on. It's like
he was having a heck of a night. I would agree. He couldn't stay out of trouble, and he wasn't looking for any. Yeah. I think Gabe had to go get a tire once, too.
But what's nice about the 40-lapper, if you were going to the back, you had time to battle back.
So Ahmad can't run 40 laps, huh?
Well, I mean, that was what we were understanding. I'll reference that when I raced mods, we still had 32-gallon cells, and they were entertaining 30s. Now they're 25s and 26s. Gallon a lap isn't completely, well, I'm not saying they'll use it here, but on the old Fargo half mile, I can tell you, it was a gallon a lap.
The mileage sucks.
It's terrible, yeah.
What do you?
Yeah, and the longer the race.
3/8 to a gallon?
I mean, I was disappointed that it wasn't
3/8
40.
to a gallon.
It wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah,
But-
say that again.
I was disappointed that it wasn't 40, but in the end, it wouldn't have mattered.
I don't think so. I don't think it would have mattered. But we have had 40 the last 2 years. I know that Travis had ran out of fuel at a Motor Magic, so I don't know what I'm saying there. But again,
I do remember that now that you mention it.
yeah.
And that was a 25-lap feature
So
that he ran out of fuel, but there was a bunch of
had so
cautions.
many yellows to reflect on this particular night of being 30 laps. I think it was the right choice because we had so many yellows
The first
at the
10
beginning.
laps had 5 or 6, 7 yellows.
Yeah, of 2-3 laps apiece. I mean, even idling, I mean, it's not a gallon a lap then, but it's something.
That I'm really struggling to put my mind around that.
If you got a Willys carburetor on it, you're looking for holes in the fuel cell. Where'd it go?
Wow.
Yeah. Nope.
So Travis Hagen picks up the win, second year in a row. The 14T picks up the win for the Monty Lundy 14 Memorial. Brady Biella second, came all the way back up. Actually challenged Travis just a bit to the inside. Thought maybe there was something shaking
I thought he had
there.
something going on. I did too. Yeah.
You know, sitting in the stands, you obviously see things and you think you know better. Obviously, we don't. The high line looked good. You know, and you're like, stay high, stay high. Travis was all over the place. He'd go high, and then I think he'd go down and spit mud in the face of
He 1 and 2'd
Brady.
it low, highballed 3 and 4.
Yeah, I mean, he was not really or I don't know what he was doing, but he obviously knew what he was doing, but he wasn't settling in anywhere.
Yeah.
Racers always learn. Even a guy like Travis Hagen, he's always learning. And we talked about this after the late models, the world of all the late models, and watching them. When Bobby Pierce gets in the lead, he don't just stick to a line. He is not just, I'm running the top. Boom, 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 boom. No, he runs the top for a couple laps. Then pretty soon you see him dive to the bottom. Pretty soon he's in the bottom of 1 and 2, the top of 3 and 4. Then he'll switch it around, top of 1 and 2, bottom of 3 and 4. What they're doing is they're trying to make sure they're not missing something.
Exactly.
Did the racetrack
Not missing
change?
something. Yes.
And Travis Hagen has started that this summer because you're always evolving as a racer. And you notice Trav this summer when he gets out in the lead, he'll run the fast line for a few laps. And all of a sudden you look up and go, why did he just go to the bottom? He just waxed everybody at the top. You gotta
have another lane.
see what
Gotta have
other
some
people are
offense.
feeling. And you have so much confidence, you know.
And I would think that he's got a sign guy so that
I
he
don't
knows he
think
has
he
a little bit
does.
of room. He's just feeling it.
This is something that
that's
you said
impressive.
earlier. Somebody here said, you know, could you hear him coming up?
Yeah.
And Bobby Pierce at the Dome was watching the race on the big screen as he's racing.
Yeah.
He said, well, I looked up and I saw so-and-so was coming to high, so I thought I better move. I'm like, how are you going?
Yeah.
And looking,
Yeah.
how do you
I
have
love
time
it.
to that's amazing to me.
When you're racing, you don't have mirrors, so you become super sensitive to any and everything around you. I've raced with shadows coming off the corner. It's long, and he's still under me, so I know where he's at. Off the shadows coming off corners on,
I'm telling you
late
right now,
afternoon
don't
shows.
give me a sign guy because I ain't looking.
I've loved sign guys, but like you say, I guess the message is that Travis moves around, and things get interesting when it gets into traffic. I mean,
Yep.
we've referenced the World Outlaw Lates and sprint cars. There's 10 of them that are good, but the difference is when they get into lap traffic, and I've seen Travis just do some terrifically impressive things when it comes to the traffic. So,
Stephen Pfeiffer third, Marcus Tomlinson fourth, Aaron Turnbull fifth. Aaron Turnbull led quite a few laps. He kind of hit the stutters going into one, slipped off the
took
top.
him way up high in two.
Yeah, took him way up high.
That was a great recovery.
Yep.
He launched back onto the track.
Yeah, and stayed on the track because sometimes they wiggle when they come in, and you're like,
Yeah, a lot of times you just see him kind of drift off like you can't help it. He got her back on.
Right, in the right direction.
Brandon Biela sixth, Chris Tuchscher, Gabriel Deshaw, Les McLennan, and Bob Fugman.
Yeah, Bobby making his appearance in a modified.
That's annoying me, that little ad thing at the bottom. Yeah, so 20 cars, Monty Lundy Memorial, 25 hobby stocks, pretty good. I mean, for what we've seen this year, let's be real, it's kind of where we're going to be at.
Yeah.
It's just...
We've talked about life's challenges outside of racing, and it's August.
And there was today on the phone with my brother, we were talking about who were we missing in the hobby stocks. We were trying to go down the list. The Beckadals weren't here. Where were the two Beckadals, Steve and Ethan? The Twites weren't here. So I mean, you're at 25.
Yeah.
The Twites weren't here. That's usually two cars.
Katie Ruby.
The
the
Rubies
Camp.
have a car.
Yeah. There's another 5 or 6 that.
Then the modifieds. We were
Brandon Meter.
We didn't have anybody from Williston in the modifieds. The Bielas is it.
Yeah, Kyler.
We didn't have the Johnsons. I guess we had Kyler Jeffrey. We didn't have the Johnsons. We didn't have any of the Flories.
I was surprised that no Flories
We didn't have Flories for either race.
for either race. Yeah.
And then you wake up Monday morning to see the old 20F is selling all of his modified stuff.
Yeah.
I've got nothing. I seen what you saw. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I don't know what it means either.
So.
It says he wants to stick to stock cars if you read the whole post.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I read the first part and seen it was for sale, and I stopped.
Yeah.
My apologies.
Yeah, I saw it early enough. I didn't think there was any comments, but.
Read.
Well, it's in the for sale.
It's in the.
Oh, it's in the for sale. Okay.
Yeah.
It's in the body of the for sale ad.
Hey, if you're comfortable where you're comfortable, rock it. Like you, Brandon, and you missed my comment. It'd be cool to have seen you out there raced in that race.
It'd have been fun.
But you like hobbies. You've tried almost everything.
I'm telling you, I don't think I had anything for the 70 on that racetrack the way it was that night. I'm just telling you. I don't have.
You're not a backer inner.
Nope. Nope.
It's fun.
Nope.
Try it. You'll like it.
Maybe I should do it a little bit more and I'll become a little better at it. I don't know.
I'm going way off topic here, but
We don't do that on the dirt.
those front 4
Every 5 minutes.
Those front 4 or 5 legend guys that are winning everything they're driving like a legend car like nobody drove one 3 years ago.
Correct.
We've referenced that. They're sliding them.
Yep.
It used to,
They used to keep them underneath them.
these guys are
four-wheeling it in. Four-wheel skating it in. I'm like, they get away when they get a little excited. Yeah.
Eli's coming.
Eli's
He'll be ready for those boys.
Yeah.
Eli. Yeah. We're excited.
he still needs another year and a half.
Oh, nonsense.
Yeah.
He doesn't get to race it enough.
He'll be hot lapping Aaron's car here just to get the feel soon.
Well, see,
I'm sticking to it.
that's why Dayton Kent is in an A-Mod. He said, our goal is to put him in A-Mod. Just throw him in there now. You put him in a
I dare say Aaron drove Ed's car at probably the same age. I'm not saying he raced it. Well, I'm saying he drove
Yeah,
it around.
he drove a hobby stock for
a year, maybe.
a year,
2
maybe
years.
2 years.
Yeah. Travis
Travis
Hagen.
Hagen's the same way.
2 years.
He drove for 2 years.
I remember Travis having that red hobby stock with the yellow 14 on the side.
Robert Hellebust, first car I ever drove was a
Modified.
Yeah, true.
Didn't he win a championship or something in his second year?
Or was it the first year?
I
Something
look
crazy.
it up.
It was something
Yeah.
crazy. Second year, I think.
The rumor is Rick Auckland won the first feature he ever drove.
Well, was that Hank Berry?
I don't know if Hank won the first one, but I mean, he certainly has won a lot of them, so I'm not sure at the very beginning. Yeah, late model stuff. Tri-City Buggy is what he had, leaf spring car, the gray one. HB&R on the side, so.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's kind of sad to see the
kind of a
the Hank whole
was
rig
a
for sale, but
sobering moment.
I
there.
mean, how old is Hank?
69.
69. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of nice to see Marlin back in Mandan
Yeah.
after his health issues.
Hold it. We didn't even talk about it. Marlon Seidler was in the pit stands at the McLean County Speedway on night number 1 of the Cole County Classic. It kind of went unnoticed.
I didn't know that.
But I seen Super Dusty Seidler sitting there talking to a guy that looked a lot like Marlon. And then the next day, on night 2, I went up to Dusty and I go, "Was that Marlon you were talking to?" "Yes, it was."
Well,
What the heck?
he was
I
here
didn't
for
know
the
that.
4th of July and for the tour.
Yeah, he sat up in the stands. I remember
And
that.
I come walking up, and we came walking, and he said, "Stu Craig, how the hell I haven't seen him in God. It's been 10 years. It was, we shot the breeze for a minute and a half and kept going."
Yeah, it was early on in the season. We were at the.
Well, here's what I got to say about Underwood. If he's showing up there, that's where all the cool kids come to play. So he's realizing that now. I'm serious.
So you're saying we might see him at that August or the September?
I'm just saying, if
Yeah,
you're
we got
not
the
if,
Wingless Nationals, yeah.
if you're not going there, you're missing out. And
Ooh, that's what's it. Marlon bought Ross Cummings' car.
I don't think so. I think Jordan's got a hold on it
You
still.
just started a bad rumor.
I don't. I've never even drove one. I would like to do that. But I don't know. I'm kind of chickening out. I ain't backing my stock car. I don't know what I do with the wingless. Push it over the top, it looks like. So,
So that was the All-Stars of August for the Nodak Speedway, kind of an abbreviated version this year. Last year we had 4 separate nights. This year, because of
the Airstream get-together
Yeah,
camper
the-
thingy.
I bet I saw 50 of them today.
And
They're expecting 13 to 1,500 of those things.
Huh.
well, they were already moved in on Sunday.
Yeah, because I went out the north end because it was all stacked up on the south end, and they were already over by the commercial building, getting pretty deep.
I was thinking about that, right? So you got your Airstream, and just like everything, you're precise on. If you're buying an Airstream, it's pretty elite, and you park it there. And Saturday's nice, maybe Friday's nice, it's calm, and then Sunday comes and I'm like, what is going on around here? All this dust on my Silver Bullet, noise, racket.
I mean, even the drag racers, there was no racing. Like you say, the whole thing's going to be full. I haven't drove by. I will tomorrow just to see what it's looking like. They're coming in every time you go to an intersection anywhere around by the truck stop. They're there, they're coming
everywhere.
in.
So if I could go back to the week prior, Keenan Glosser getting the win, Brock Beater, new money, new winners. This Sunday, repeat. 2 in a row, guys.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Yep.
So they're kings for another year. And now next year, they still.
Yeah. They already feel tough. For sure.
It'll be interesting to see what the off season brings. I mean, I guess I could ask Caden. I don't know. I've never asked him. Is there any plans of moving up? Is there any plans of going into a stock car? I mean, Travis Hagen. I mean, World of All Late Models. Ricky Thornton called. You got a second car or something? I don't know.
Yeah.
Is there something there?
That's interesting. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just messing
Yeah.
with. I like starting shit. So, it's just kind of what does the off season bring? I mean, I know
Somebody sees something in somebody somewhere. So,
I mean, I win the lottery tomorrow, and all of a sudden we're on the Lucas Oil Late Model Tour with Travis Hagen or something. Yeah, I'm just
Speak
throwing
to
it out
that,
there.
Jordan.
No, I'll have 2 drivers. I'll have Aaron Turnbull and Travis Hagen.
During your years of 100 wins, did you ever get anybody call you and say, would you like to hop in a car somewhere for me?
when I was down in Florida there, I actually drove somebody else's car in a heat race, did I? Or was it I don't remember that we had hot laps, so I must have drove one in a heat race, but that was just kind of helping out somebody. But no, I never got approached by.
I must be a
Of course,
pretty big deal.
that was a different time then.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's asking you to hop in.
Yeah, right. Have helmet.
You know,
we'll
that
travel.
that was before these, for one.
Yeah. It was harder to probably, share the information. I mean, but no, I didn't really have anything that I can get excited about. But yeah, when you're doing it, you never ask yourself what's my end game here. I mean, you're just fixing them and doing it again next week. Pretty soon you're 62 years old. So
the years of the Rough Rider, I was working at 7-Eleven, and I was living in Gold Nugget Trailer Court. So it's just I walked to and from work, and I'm walking home, and the VFW in the parking lot. It's 7:30 in the morning. I worked overnight shift. There's a race car trailer with the cars backed up, sitting in the thing, and of course, I'm going to go over and talk to this guy. Hey, who are you? I go. It was Leroy Sharkey.
yeah,
And he said, hey, yeah, I'm with I know what, and he says, well, I'll tell you, he said, we just got into town. Is there a place that you can go take a shower or anything? I said, I live with myself just on the street. C10, come down. Half hour later, knock at the door. Leroy Sharkey and his crew chief came into my house and took a shower before they went back to the races one night.
Leroy's a big name in Wissota Mod Racing. Yeah.
Do you know who that guy is?
Two of us know.
44.
I'm loving this story, but I'm frightened by it at the same time.
Because
That's
you were
bold.
there.
That was bold.
Yeah, 30 years ago.
I don't think I could do that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that was a different time, and that wasn't completely unusual.
Yeah, it's
Good for you.
Putting people up
You-
at your
you
house
mean
or
to-
whatever.
you mean
it
to
was
tell
me.
Craig?
I live by myself. It's not like, if I had a wife and 3 kids, I'm not going to, invite 2 guys that I just...
Yeah, you're right. Times are changing. Now if someone knocks on the door, you look out, what the hell are you doing there? Don't knock on my door.
So you mean to tell me, Craig?
Camera picking them
we're
up.
We're going to play this out here. You mean to tell me World of Outlaw sprint cars come to town. They're all parked over at the Sleep Inn. There's a big water main break.
Carson Macedo?
Sleep Inn and Suites no longer has water. The mall does not have water. This whole end of town doesn't have water. But out where you are has some water. And you go cruising up there, and everybody's standing out there bitching because they can't go in and get a damn shower. You're not going to go, hey, Carson, come on with me.
Hop in.
You get the royal treatment out at the Heupel House.
If Carson, if he counts towards my fantasy points, I'm washing him myself.
he's hanging on to it. It's probably going to rain out again. Oh, man. Oh, boy. It's true.
Just saying.
It's a good story. I like it. I'm just saying that's going the extra mile.
Yeah, Craig steered it to his ending.
I don't even remember the driver's name, but I always liked his car. I think he was number 97, and he was kind of
Ron Schreiner.
Ron Schreiner.
Yep.
I was going to say Rich Lurkey, but Ron Schreiner was 97 too.
Yeah, for the Rough Rider days.
For whatever reason,
I might have a picture of that car.
I really, really just liked that car.
Green with a red 97 on it the first time he showed up,
it just
and kind of green
sticks
and
out
white
in me,
later.
in front, in my mind for whatever reason.
He still races.
What does he?
Yeah. He lived out in Arizona. He originally from Wisconsin. I think he might have moved back to Wisconsin. I'm 62. He must be about 65, 66 area. I'm guessing, but been on the tour.
There was another one.
Around.
God, was there? It was a yellow. I almost got him confused sometimes with
Eddie Martin.
Is it a Ron Jones?
Oh, Ron Jones.
Ron Jones, number 31.
He was 31.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. Red car with a chrome 31 on the side is how I remember it.
I think Eddie Martin might have been before the Rough Rider, but he won. Was it a 20?
He won a Rough Rider. Yeah. He won the 20.
I think Ed
number
was
51.
Ed was second to him. Black Duck.
Ellen Olafson.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
Mm.
Was he the open
what-
trailer or was it Eddie Martin? Yeah, Eddie Martin, 51. He was on the
He come
open
in
trailer.
on an open trailer in a
Yep.
crew cab.
Yep.
Pickup. Yep. Picked up a motor on the way here. Hadn't paid for it. Paid for it on the way home. That's what he told John and I. Yeah. Yeah. And then Eddie come up and did some chassis seminars and stuff later on, as Mitch Johnson had done some chassis seminars with the Wild About Wheels.
And all
Great
those
history, man.
all those times, Alan Kent was our Travis Hagen at that time. Alan Kent ran with those boys.
Alan Kent had pretty good showings at Rough Riders for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Yeah, you got a wing on it there, but yeah.
I wanted to make that diecast of that. That's why
You got
I posted it to see if anybody had a picture of the
The passenger side.
passenger side to see if it was the same.
Yeah, Ron Jones had, the USMTS stuff there.
He was here the year of the
flagging incident?
no, well that also, but he was here the night of the Centennial 100 when they raced mods.
The possum rule, the debris rule.
Centennial 100.
The World
How
Outlaw
would you
late
have called
models.
that one?
Oh, okay.
Which one?
They
Was
ran
he?
they ran mods, and Ron Jones was here for that too. And
Oh.
Jordan, we're bringing up that incident, the Ron Jones, Hank Berry incident, seeing how Brandon would have called that.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
oh
so-
boy,
Oh.
Ron Jones was leading the herd for a 10,000 to win race. He was on the point. Hank was a marker car. Ron bumped Hank, dumped him.
Coming out of 2.
They called it on Ron. Sent
Yeah.
him to the back, and he did marvelous cookies in front. It was wonderful.
It's a tough one because I argue all the time that it's up to the leader. I mean, and people, it's up to the leader to not race through the lap car. You know, they can't. You can't drive through.
it was a. I'm going to say it was a 20-25 minute call.
Yeah, it was in like 1996, so it's 30 years ago, and it's pretty fresh in your mind still.
It
yeah.
was.
Well, the conspiracy was that Hank was driving hurricane cars, so that and Alan was running second. That's exactly what happened. So the conspiracy was that
So
you dumped
1996,
Hank and Alan are on the same team, and
You were there.
that's how
I was
Ron
there.
sold it. So
What was the name of the Richard? The flagman. I
Yeah.
can't remember his name. Richard something.
yeah.
It was a tough time for
Court.
Hank.
Was
'Cause
it
they-
Dakota or
You know,
something?
you don't want to be part of
No.
that controversy.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it was
'cause
just-
it was Hank's prime, and he
It was
just
one.
not
Yeah, it was
having
one
a
of
great
those.
night.
He just had a bad night. It was just
Bad
horrible.
night.
Just back then they were doing all that. Well, you drove one of those
Rear suspensions,
Z bars,
Yeah.
J bar.
It was all new to all of us.
What the?
Every bar.
So
every
Alan went
hole.
on to win that race then.
Yeah.
So it looked home cooking.
Almost the exact words Ronnie used. A lot of swear words in there too. It was interesting.
Ron Jones
track was
got
around the bottom, and
hometown.
yeah, he didn't. I mean, he didn't just smash him out of the way, but he caught a corner on him there, and around he went coming out of 2.
Telling you, people like I had some arguments. There's been times where I've called the leader for spinning out a lap car, as my race director experience goes, and they get mad at me, and we have a conversation, we have an argument, and I say the reason why I call it the way I do because I had to learn my lesson the same way you just learned your lesson. I was leading the championship, leading the race at the Estevan Motor Speedway, battling my brother, and I come out of the 2 and I come out of 4, misjudged my speed compared to the lap car. And I spun that lap car out, and they put me tail. Because that lap car would not have spun out if I wouldn't have hit him. You know. Mm-hmm. And I just misjudged it because I was running the bottom, and I thought, well, I should be able to clear this car coming out of the corner down the straightaway or whatever. I'm not going to catch this car before I come out of the corner. And I misjudged it completely, and all I did was come and just hit it with the left front and spun him around.
That's about what Ronnie did to Hank.
Yeah.
You know,
He tried to go around the outside.
I remember as clear as day. Yeah.
Yeah. But you're sharing a very important message there, is that it costed you, so I can defend it costing you.
yeah, it's just what it is.
If no contact had been made, we wouldn't be talking. So that's the basis to the conversation. So how it goes from there, let's not lose sight of it. Wouldn't have happened if you wouldn't have touched.
What
And
number
I
did you
was
say Ron
mad.
Jones was?
Say it again.
What number did you say Ron was?
31.
31.
Now he drove for Chubb.
7
Franks
is
there
in
for
my mind.
He was number 7 when he drove for Chubb, which
Yes.
is D&M Race Products out of Texas. Chubb, no, not Chubb Franks. Chubb. God, something else.
I
but-
remembered him as like a yellow and red 7.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was also
You
the
know,
7.
Yeah.
that's you guys brought
was
the
also
31
number
up.
7,
I
but-
remember the 31, but I
Okay.
remember yellow and red 7.
Believe it or not, the little die casts, they made a Ron Jones 124 scale. They did not make a 164 scale. And a guy called me and said, "Hey, you collect those die casts, don't you?" And I said, "My dad used to work with, what the hell's his name? The guy that started American Diecast.
I don't know.
Can't think of his name. Anyway, he said, my dad used to work with him, and he used to give him a bunch of promo stuff. Do you want some? He said, $25 a piece, you can buy them all. He had like 25 promos. I said, yeah, I don't care. Throws them in the mail, brings them in. First one I opened up was a Ron Jones 164th promo car. I don't know if there's another one in the world.
Huh. Still got it.
Still got it. Obviously, it didn't go nowhere.
Yellow and red?
It's yellow and white. And the reason you know that they're
White.
promo cars is because the rims were gray because they hadn't even been chromed yet.
Oh.
And the chassis was gray, and it wasn't even painted. It was
American Diecast Company was started in 2000.
Rodney Combs.
There you go. I was going to say it's
There it is. All right.
Stan Gill, Rodney Combs, and Ed Ferrer for
It
something.
was Rodney Combs was the guy that he knew.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah. So I can't remember Chubb's
So that's a
last
7.
name, but
We can go down rabbit
that's when he
holes
was
here.
7.
I mean, the founders and their background, Stan Gill provided a core innovation and ideas
The
for
AI
creating
answer.
realistic replicas. Rodney Combs brought a meticulous attention to detail and professional racing experience.
But nothing like Stu's work.
Craig's always on the promotion.
If anybody wants, I have extras.
There, you heard it here. Got extra Randy cars.
Yep.
I have mine
They look
right,
very nice.
right there.
Oh yeah. No, they look genuine for sure. They look nice.
Now I owe you some more money. I got to get you money for the Dave Lakaduk ones.
Yeah, Stu's got a collection there of
We're good.
the 1980s,
I
a
might.
little bit of the 90s.
Good
maybe.
thing the wife left because I'm in debt to Stu, I think, way more than I realized.
No, you're not.
You
Oh,
threw,
not?
you threw him
I'm
a $100
caught
No,
up.
you
bill,
gave me
remember?
100 that last time.
Oh,
Oh, we're good.
Jenny's gone,
So
right?
it's-
100.
you owe me-
She's cleaning up the inventory. This can go wrong fast. Does she
And I'm
watch
gonna-
this?
Well, thankfully, my wife doesn't watch it. I just said that I bought all those cars for $25 a pop.
She's gonna hop on here.
Jenny's not. She hasn't been a Dirt Weekly fan the last few years
Oh.
or last few weeks.
God, we just about had her sitting down too. Nah, not really.
Not really. Not even close. Not even close.
She was in the room. That's all we had.
Oh, what else do we got here? Fear the Rear making moves. We're at 9 o'clock.
Oh, well.
Going on 2 hours of show here.
Wow. Yeah, 3 minutes a day, kids.
Yep.
We're losing. September's worse. Fear the rear. Well, somebody else got to go first.
I
got nothing.
Colby Patterson
it'll-
picking up his second win up at the Estevan Motor Speedway. Pat Smith, the championship.
Yeah, I like the Pat Smith deal.
New names kind of being thrown into the fold.
Tyler Wagner returning.
Tyler Wagner returning.
Well, you keep hearing, racing is in trouble. Racing is, the hobby stocks, the sport compacts, and the slingshots show that I don't think we're in too bad of trouble.
Racing goes through
Good
different
point.
cycles. This is I have these conversations.
They're all young. They're all youngsters in there. We're
That's true.
4 years ago, I would have said the sport compacts were in trouble because it was 6 30-year-old guys.
Yep.
And they've all moved on, and now we have, Zach Eubanks is for sale because he's obviously going to
Continue his hobby
continue
stock.
with the hobby stock and go up. And
He was playing well in that 40 lapper too.
Yeah, he hit something. I don't remember quite what happened, but
Well,
I'm assuming Topolsky's going to be the same. He's driving his backup car.
2 nights in, and looks like he's enjoying himself. I follow your thinking. Yeah.
Racing goes through cycles, and right now the modifieds, the IMC modified class, is the class that's in a down cycle right now. There's just not any new.
I just said it to you the other day. They've been our top class for 30-plus years now.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
there's just not any new blood being thrown into the modifieds right now. But then if you flash back 5 years ago, hobby stocks were kind of stale. There was nothing really moving around in the hobby stocks.
Well, we called it the the beater domination was holding back everybody else.
A few for that stretch there. Then the Birches, and there's been a cycle through. I mean, the beater domination was all the way back.
10 years
we're
ago.
10 years ago now.
Yeah.
But I mean, Williston was all the way down to just a car or two.
They were
the
frustrated
hobby
with their
stocks.
hobby count, and we kept telling them, you don't have any of your own, you got to get it going.
And now they're in double digits.
Yeah.
Botno's
Like
up
you
in
say,
double
it's an
digits.
ebb and flow deal.
It's a cycle. Sport mods. I mean, 10 years ago, the sport mods were the biggest class in the state. They cycled down. I mean, we were down in the teens. In the
Stock
low to
cars
mid
have gotten a
teens.
big influx. Looks like maybe
Stock
more
cars-
coming.
Look at Super National entries.
Stock cars.
Stock cars have like 7,000, and the next guy has like, I mean,
Stock
I'm
cars-
exaggerating, but it's like
Yeah.
280, 140 the last time I looked.
Right now,
Enjoying
stock
the
cars are
surge.
on a peak. They're on a peak. Stock cars are. If 5 years from now, you might see the stock cars down here, and the modifieds back up there, or the sport mods back up there. It's just the ebbs and flows.
I guess the message is, and that's what you're all saying, is that the car count actually is fairly healthy when you compare it to other areas. And we talk about the true cost of racing, financially and or time, and it's August, and some people are wore out, and I might be one of them. But but nonetheless, I think everybody coming back next spring just the same, maybe in a different class, but. As long as they're here, that's what's important. I think you're right. I think the slingshots and stuff like that, I mean, they're representing double-digit entries. Not all of them are connected with a family member that races a different class. I mean, we got some names there that have nothing to do with any other
Landon.
deal. Landon, the roulette kid there, the new one there. The Jangla girl. So there's some stuff going on there. So. And that's good because it is.
And this is something I've said it to people before. I don't know if I said it to any of you guys before. Evan Schoenfish, when he was the promoter of Nodak in the early 80s, and we were talking up on the stands on August, and he looked at me and he said, if you can figure out how to put a crowd in here in August, he said, we'd be rich. And it's still the same. That was 35 years ago. It's hard to put a crowd in August.
Especially when you're in Minot, I'll reflect that it's post-fair. We've talked about
post-fair, school
starting, and harvest.
Those three things.
I mean, we're a farm-driven state. I mean, I love energy, but at the end of the day, we're a farming state. So harvest starts about the end of July there. So, and grains are going on
that's
right
why
now. So
it's huge. I think we're better off that this. Sprint cars are here next weekend, and they weren't in May. I would rather see it the last one than the first one.
interesting.
Kind of breathe some life into August, or what?
Yeah.
Well, because there's going to be there's going to be 3,000 people here either way. But to put 3,000 people there in August versus 3,000 people there in May is huge for the club. Because in May, there would have still been 1,800 or 1,200 people there for the regular night. There's not going to be 1,200 people there
for a regular night in August.
For a regular night in August.
I see. I follow your math.
The only thing I don't like about it probably cost me the fantasy.
He's not letting that go.
That's
exciting.
You cost yourself the fantasy.
You had 2 ways out. Oh, shoot.
Just somebody
It'll
here.
be so much fun next year.
Somebody here made a comment. Let me go back to it.
I was washing my car yesterday, and I still got you on both sides.
Scott G says Carson will be filing a restraining order on Craig.
because I said I'd have bathed him? Was that inappropriate?
Oh, well, I got nothing. I'm just smiling. Oh, heck yeah. For fun.
I think there'll be a crowd for the non-wing nationals. I don't know, Corey. I don't know what the non-wing nationals will pull. I know they're running modifieds and stock cars with them.
I think it's going to be a neat package. It'll be the same time as Boone. We do have guys going to Boone, but at the same time, everybody that's around here is looking for something to do too. So
here's my message. You're going to realize that traditionally that weekend had been Dickinson in the past. They used to run that weekend, the championship weekend of Boone. I stayed home several times. I went down to Dickinson for the Darn TV stuff, and it was a very lackluster, non-energetic, not a big crowd, not a big racing crowd, not a big race car driver crowd. The car counts were down, the fan count. People don't realize how much Boone, the Super Nationals on that weekend, take away from just local racing. Because, I mean...
Staying home to watch it type of thing?
Staying home to watch it. Once TV got incorporated into the Super Nationals, you're buying the week-long package for $200 or whatever they sell it for, $199 or whatever.
You're not going to miss Saturday.
You're not missing Saturday.
Yeah.
Funny story,
I'm just...
Yeah.
Back before they
that's
had...
the elephant in the room.
Back before they had TV, the announcers were announcing on the radio somewhere, or on the
podcast,
on the computer somewhere, and I'm sitting in my living room
MRN.
listening to it on my headsets,
Iowa style.
and this is, I don't remember what year it was, and the guy says, and the number 11 out of, where the hell is Bull Bells, North Dakota? And I will never forget that. Stephen Piper.
Stephen probably went, God, I don't know, probably in about 2000.
Yeah, I'm going to say that was 2000, 2001, somewhere there, but it was just funny. Because those guys were hilarious.
Yep.
I don't know if it's the same bunch, but...
No, the guy to call would either be Jerry Van Sickle or Bucky Doran, because I think they were involved in that
I'd
stuff
say Bucky
back
was
then.
probably then.
God, it was...
Well, Toby Cruz was involved.
Yeah, Toby Cruz was
and
involved.
And then Denny, I can't think of Denny's last name.
Chet Christner was involved. I mean, we're talking a lot of names that are
back then
that are big right now in the world of racing and broadcasting, because they're the pioneers that developed what we have today. Without them guys. But
it's crazy to bounce through the decades. So my first time there was in '98, so I've been almost 30 years ago too. Yeah.
I've never been.
Years ago.
Is anybody going Friday afternoon and coming back Saturday night?
Depends on what Brock does.
If Brock makes the show, I am 100% committed to helping Underwood at the non-wing nationals. Contingent on Brock making some sort of show. If he makes the big show in the stock car, I want to be there and be a part of that. I have to spend all summer not being Big Brother. I don't. There's so many times in my summer where I want to be a Big Brother and I want to go down and visit him in Victory Lane and get the picture in Victory Lane. It's not professional. It's not what I should be doing. It's like Mod Tour. He wins the feature, and I say, nope, Big Brother can wait till at the end of the night. I'll go down and whatever. So it'd be cool to be there for him, just to be to the experience of it. So.
Well, my wife's going to be gone that weekend, so I could actually. I've never been to Boone.
If you're going Friday afternoon, you're not getting the experience of Boone. I mean,
but see, I don't.
You got to grind through it from Monday.
I think I would get bored by Wednesday if I went down there Monday.
Absolutely, but you know what the struggle is? Fighting through that boredom. That's the challenge. You got to fight through that boredom, and you got to find your spirit, your energy, your
Boone spirit animal,
whatever you want to call it, and you got to force your way through that whole week. Your shoes are wet, your feet are gross. You've stomped around in muddy water.
You've lowered your standards on being clean.
You need to get the full experience.
Man. And you can't wait to do it again next year for about 12 years for me.
For 5 years in a row, we'd go to Boone and we'd leave that place. God, I hate Boone. I hate this place. See you next year.
Yeah. It rains. It's muddy everywhere. Only takes a year. They want their pit stalls figured out on the 4th of July. We better send them ours.
Yeah, it's.
Heck yeah.
I mean, definitely, if Brock makes it and we leave, we'll probably leaving more Friday morning. Okay. If he were to make this show, basically it's contingent right now. If he puts it in the show Wednesday or Thursday, we're gonna leave Friday morning. If he puts it in the show Friday night, I don't think I'm gonna even drive down because there just ain't.
How far is it? I don't even know.
Well,
just
750.
Well, it's 12 hours. Just call it 12 hours.
Because I know we drove through it on the way to.
You drove through Ames and Des Moines and stuff.
On the way to
St. Louis.
Yeah. A little bit north of Des Moines, but
Yep.
well, Ames is 13 miles away, so
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, well, Robbie said when we go to Boone, we turn there.
Yeah.
As we were,
You're going through
or that, I
Ames,
don't know which way it was, but
13 miles west.
Yep.
West. That one, yeah. Yeah.
And eating 87 steak sandwiches. Yeah, and I mean, I have taken the
Yeah.
steak sandwich from there. I've made my own twist to it. I like
You
mine.
have?
I like mine better.
you're very good steak sandwiches.
Yeah.
So-
You put them on at the banquet
They're
one year.
thinner. So if you go down there and get a steak sandwich, they're a good 1/4 inch thick. I mean, they're
It's kind of like eating a steak, yeah, where you're just
Yeah,
kind of like roast
you got to
beef.
kind of chew through it a little bit. Mine, I wanted it thinned up to 1/8 of an inch, and you can make a bite into it, not have to rip your teeth out or whatever.
Yeah. The steak sandwiches fit the motif of Boone.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. In fact, they get like $8 or $9 a steak sandwich down there. So
Yeah.
we can make this work.
Yeah. Yeah. You're eating 2 or 3 a day. Uh-huh. The good old days.
It's a great experience. The Minot Mafia years were a blast. Roy,
Yeah.
Roy Boys grilling
Yeah.
and chilling sticker. We were privileged enough to have Roy Boy his grilling set up at our trailer. So many nights, and we got the first hand getting the chicken, getting whatever he was cooking. You'd sneak off and get a steak sandwich and come back, and hopefully he didn't notice because he was cooking, and you didn't want to
Yeah.
not eat what the cook was making.
I referenced my Roy moment there. We were having a mixer in about a 2-quart cup that he had there. So I got a picture somewhere there, Roy. You probably got it too.
Actually, I've like progressed into these fall shows. I like to be the cook. I like to be the guy that makes steak sandwiches, the sausages from the meat company, do all this stuff. And I kind of take it what Roy taught me back then
Yeah.
is as busy as you are. We're in the middle of changing a motor. Travis Hagen has his car up we're using the winch on the hoist to pick the motor up out of Travis's car. Well, all this is going on. There's 4, 5, 6 of us all working on it. You got Roy Boy over there. Hey, you need some food. Hey, keep eating. Keep eating, guys. You're doing a good job. Keep eating. Having the chicken ready, the this ready, the pork ready. He had it all. It just taught me bacon wrapped pickles. Never had a bacon wrapped pickle. Roy taught me bacon wrapped pickles.
Oh.
Have you ever had a bacon wrapped pickle?
I never have.
We're gonna enlighten you at the Dirt Weekly banquet. We're having bacon
The
wrapped
dirt
pickles.
you lit her up again. Hey, bacon wrapped whatever. I go to eat with these two, him and Trevor, during the Cole County. We go to JL Beers. I don't know, peanut butter, bacon,
That's not me.
cheeseburgers.
That's Trevor.
red pepper jelly. I don't know. I didn't have any of it, but ooh, there's a big world out there. So Trevor's gonna probably jump in. Uh-huh.
What's it?
Cheeseburger plain for me, man.
Same.
How do you like your bacon?
Burnt.
Wrapped in bacon.
I like it not burnt. I like it soft still,
Yeah,
but
I wanted to be wiggly.
probably not on pickles.
Why do you mention this boredom stuff? I don't think if I was at a track, I'd ever get bored.
Boy, it gets long.
Yeah.
It gets long.
Well,
They start at noon and they get over at 2 in the morning, man.
That's not every day.
I know.
A normal day is 2 to about 10-ish, 11-ish.
yeah.
I mean, but it gets long.
Boy, can you
It's-
imagine being at Knoxville this year? Oof.
So are most people there? Do they have a camper where
Yes.
they're living in there?
I would call it probably 50-60% of them are staying right there at
Right
the track.
there, right at their car trailer. I mean, they got
I mean, they
toter on the front type of deal.
or a lot of them they
Personal
unload the
campers.
car. No, they unload the car and their
set up
trailer
house inside.
is their living quarters for
Yeah.
the week. And there's showers right on the ground, so you sleep in the trailer. You go over to the shower. You shower it up. 1 year we had tents. We brought down one big camper. We all showered in there, and then we had tents set up, and we kind of rotated through. Some nights you got to sleep in the camper. You got to sleep in the tent. The next year we brought a
They
camper.
can't have hookups for everybody.
Nope.
You're
You're
on your own power.
Here's how the showers went. We have this many gallons. You turn it on. You get your hair wet. You turn it off. You wash yourself. You turn it on. You rinse. You turn it off.
We've set a record, a Dirt
I'm
Weekly
just-
record for shower talk.
I'm just saying, because
Yeah.
You're not getting clean.
Do your best Boy Scout moves. Yeah. Yeah. You can't wait to get home.
The word shower was not on the bingo card. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Sponge bathing Carson Macedo was not.
Oh, no. Oh, God. This fantasy deal. Golly. Oh, man.
There
I don't want anybody to see who I am.
Yeah.
there was one year. See, we didn't.
Why is he a scratch for the August 30th show?
Just think.
Reasons.
They charge so much for hotels. It's hard to afford them. It's $1,500 for the week down there.
When I was first going, I could get it from Wednesday through Friday because we would head home Saturday night after race because we were racing in Estevan or Williston. But they wouldn't allow that no more. You had to do the whole week. That's kind of what stopped me because I was across the street, so it was walking distance. But man, like I say, it probably $2,000 now.
So one year we had the camper there, and then we had our semi that pulls the stacker trailer. I slept in the semi all week in the sleeper of the semi. That was my bed the whole week.
Not bad.
You know,
Not bad.
That's where my station was. I'd go over
Other than the yelling and screaming and partying all night.
Yeah, you just go climb up in the sleeper. The rest of them would go. It was Byron, Brock, and Corey Hawksprung. The rest would go over to the camper. Yeah. I've had some great experiences there.
Yeah, I actually have too, but I've had enough of them.
To be real with you, without Super Nationals 2012, Darn TV doesn't exist. I don't get introduced to Barry Braun. Barry Braun doesn't know who we are. If I wouldn't have been trying to learn how to twerk on the back of the trailer after drinking some adult beverages, Chassie Luther, Amber Allers trying to teach me how to twerk, and Barry Braun seeing it.
Do you care to share?
I've got a mental picture. Ooh.
If that wouldn't have happened, Darn TV wouldn't even be a thing.
Yeah. Right. Opportunities are as broad as they can be could happen down there.
Who is this guy? Barry Braun's like, we need to get to know these people. and
North Dakota.
Yeah, they're from North Dakota, and it just progressed. You know.
That was 12, huh? 14 was my last year there. So.
Parked on the back on the north fence. That was our spots. We parked up, nosed up to the north fence.
I moved back there a little bit, and I was actually right by the concessions there.
Yeah.
Last handful of years, but after I got flooded out on the what I'll call the west end.
But again,
floods happen down there.
Boone started somewhere. Boone started the way McLean County is continuing to progress and grow. I mean, you're fighting for space. You got to fight for your trailer spot, and sky's the limit. Keep the vibe positive like you guys have, and just keep it wholesome, and it's just hitting.
Yeah, you've said that before, and I agree with you. I mean, Boone started somewhere. I mean, it didn't just fall out of the sky with 900 cars there. It started somewhere. You're right. Yeah.
If we could go back and whoever made I-94, if it went through Minot instead of Bismarck, those two towns are switched.
Minot and Bismarck?
Minot and Bismarck. And Grand Forks and Fargo.
Yeah. Well, interstate definitely brings business, for sure.
That's why, it's hard for us to have a big show in Minot, North Dakota. We're too far north. It's just...
Yeah, and it's hard for Estevan to have a big show up there.
It's just state fairgrounds. That helps. I mean, the Airstreams are here now, but
I think we need
it's a fight.
We need to adjust our reality and expectations for these big shows and just understand when we do a big show, we're doing it for our local drivers. Don't expect guys to travel up here. And maybe we don't have to throw the money that Nodak – we appreciate what Nodak did. Putting up the money that they did for these 4 memorial races is legit. But maybe it's not necessarily needed because that money didn't technically gain any cars. You would have had the same amount of cars.
We got a perfect comparison because last year was individual at 4,000 apiece. This year, because of the campers, we had to condense them.
Yep.
But I mean, we had like a traveler in each class, and not in the mods last year.
What do you think? Not long ago during the mod tour, we'd have 10 heats of mods. What do you think is causing the fall off of that?
Some of it, I think a lot of it is the locals don't necessarily think they have a chance, so they're not running it. There's less locals racing, and I heard it a lot.
Without throwing anybody under the bus.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I aged out.
No, I'm
like
I'm
a
just
big
saying
slingshot
that,
guy.
but that's where
Well, yeah.
John was mad one night in the Green Building. The Rough Rider, 10,000 to win. There was 27 mods here.
Yeah.
3 weeks later was the tour, at the height of the tour, and there was
1,000 to
there
win.
was the 1,000 to win, and there was 64 mods there. I don't get it. 3 weeks ago we had this, and he's how he gets in his little things, and I said, John,
Exactly.
I said, what's 28 from Williston?
Erdman.
Kurt Erdman. I said, Kurt Erdman's not going to bang his head against Eddie Martin.
No.
But he isn't going to come out here and bang his head for the tour. And he kind of looked at me. I said, those 6 guys that are really good hurt. I think Ricky Thornton and Hunter Marriott hurt the tour. They were untouchable for 4 years. And the numbers went right with them. When they left, the numbers are going down.
Yeah, I think the tour is perfect with
Yeah,
I think 40 to 60 cars in each division.
We don't need 100 mods.
No.
It doesn't enhance the race program at all.
You can put on a quality 3-hour race show with 80 cars and be entertained. You need 4 to 5 hours to put on a 120 car show. When we were going 100 mods and 30 stock cars, that was a 4 and 5 hour show, and there was no way to get around it. To give everybody their opportunity to make the feature, you had to run that, and to build a racetrack for 120 mods or 100 mods and 30 stock cars is goddamn near impossible.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should run mods first here on the tour, because I think the stock cars dry out the track too quick. But that's just me.
Yeah, I mean there's theories.
Speaking of Hunter, whatever happened to Hunter Marriott?
I heard that personal business got demanded everything of them.
Okay.
That's what I had heard. In the lumber industry is what I understand. So,
Jeff Barta, to answer your question, Brock never did impromptu announcing at Boone. That was not Brock. That was me, and it was 2014. But that was an extension. That was a continuation of the relationship with Barry Braun that was created in 2012. I made it in on the first night of the Hobby Stocks, and Barry Braun, he came over to our trailer. Actually, he might have called me or messaged me or whatever. But he said, you want to come up and sit with Bucky and Tony, Bucky Doran and Tony Paris. Got to know them guys. There was a couple other guys. Chris Nunn was up there. Bucky, I still talk to him. I mean, it's cool that Bucky and we still have conversations from time to time. We talk 2 or 3 times a year. I keep up with him. I don't keep up with Barry. We went separate ways. I don't know what year, 17, 18, somewhere around there. When Barry,
a lot of people went separate ways.
A lot of people went separate ways, but
well, that discussion is done.
Yeah. Yeah, so, I mean, I still talk to them guys, and honestly, doing that at Boone, first time I ever announced, and I don't know. Kind of fun.
yeah.
Opens
That's
up
cool.
doors. Super Nationals opened up a whole bunch of doors for me for them 5 years that I went consecutively, and you just appreciate them moments in life.
Well, with TV and announcing and stuff like that, that's the stage.
And then it's the trickle-down effect, or what do they call it, the butterfly effect. Now, Jorn never thought he would announce a race in his life, and he's announcing
Right.
with me. And you're on a podcast.
yeah, right.
I never thought I'd be here either.
I reflect
Yeah.
a high school speech class. Scared to death.
Super fan
Here
Craig
we go.
here thought,
Yeah.
well,
You know
Larry McFall got you here.
You know what's funny about life? There was times in high school you didn't have a lot of money, right? And
All of it.
And it was expensive to get in to the races. And sometimes I couldn't get in. And I remember standing on the electrical boxes to watch you race over the
There in
old
corner 1 area?
Yes.
Yeah.
And so it's weird that I'm sitting here with you now. And a lot of times when I'm walking to the grandstand, I think about that. Think, geez,
Yeah.
it's just life is weird.
Well,
I'm blessed to know you like I am now, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
'cause
when you said, that
same
Jeff
for
and I are
me.
getting our just rewards of people turning and looking at us, it used to be our group and Misty, Flory, and her group used to sit here, and we used to yell back and forth.
Misty, Heidi, and there was
Like 5 years after all that, she's doing the race and the receiver, and I'm up in the booth, and I looked at her and I said, if you would have told me 5 years ago that we'd be sitting here as two officials for the Nodak Speedway, I would have told you were freaking crazy. And she started laughing.
Yeah, hey, good point, man. I mean, what seems impossible?
Heather Turnbull, Karen Stebleton, and Aaron Tyson up there in their little muffs. They were the Eli Turnbull. Well, younger than that then.
Even younger, yeah.
Playing with their cars.
Well, like I said,
true.
the whole, where did Speed Bump come from? John said, we got to get you involved with the club because you're driving our wives crazy.
Yep, you were.
Again, we mentioned on,
We
mentioned on the last show that Jordan and I were lamenting a little bit sometimes for the old grandstand.
Our new grandstand is way too big.
Yeah, it's just not cozy. Cozy's not the right word, but it's just, you were referencing the Estevan grandstand looking full and all that, and that's a fun grandstand to be in because you're just close.
I got the perfect comparison.
So is the old grandstand.
Nodak Speedway all summer long has the outside fence up. So there's two separate pit areas. You have the outside pit area, the inside pit area. Okay? For the last 2 weeks, they did the right thing. They've done the correct thing. No point in putting that fence up
Because we had
you have to take it down.
for this week.
Absolutely on board with that. But how much
You had to jam everybody
fuller did the Nodak Speedway feel because everybody was jammed into the main pit area?
I went down and
Not
walked
so
around.
spread out. So you're jammed in there. It just feels like
year
there's
that-
more cars.
Involved.
The year
Yep.
they were
Yep.
building the grandstand,
Yeah.
we were stuffed over in the north bleacher. Larry and Lindsay had a blast.
Yeah. The North Bleacher was the only thing
That was
there
it.
at the end of the year.
It held 700 people.
It was awesome.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
there was people sitting like this.
Glad to be there. Yeah, the grandstand's too big.
Then they
It's
figured
different
out
layout than the old one.
if you held the microphone and grabbed this, you would ground yourself. Then you go bzzz. we
I
started.
remember a little of that.
They started
Oh,
buzzing
gosh.
each other. There's one night they're sitting there and Lindsay goes, power went out. They're like, we got no power. I look down. There's all extension cords run from the green building. I go running down, go over, and I go, and I'm standing in water, and I go,
Oh man, it's crazy what a person will remember, But yeah, it's things like that. Or even referencing Lindsay Lawson doing a little talking there where he was trying to sell programs for the night because they got 20 cents a program, and his goal was to sell 10 because it bought him a pop and popcorn or something like that. So, just it's all part of.
I sold
Part
pop
of
for
our
2
deal.
seasons.
Yeah.
I've walked around ice cold pop.
Would you get like a nickel?
I don't even remember what it was.
Yeah. Yeah.
I sold just enough so they wouldn't fire me because I would watch the features.
That's the way to get
The
in the races.
games. The
Yeah.
games. I'll
If-
sell concessions.
If it got, because if I had a bad night, they'd say you need to sell more. So the next week you'd have to make sure you sold enough.
Show improvement.
But that's interesting because I think the Rough Rider, that was when maybe the first time the pits left the middle. Or
Yeah, we're back on the drag strip.
because that is a missed piece, not having
Yeah.
you guys in the middle.
We didn't even talk about that.
It got so full.
The Ryan Buick GMC
Yeah.
hot
We
pit.
Snuck. Yeah, well, here we are.
Damn it. Keep going.
No,
Talk
I
about
was just
pits.
saying that
Yeah. Pitting in
So,
the middle.
kind of
Seeing all that action.
the end of that was when the 4 guys got hit on the back straightaway. That was kind of the end of.
The new grandstand was probably
Yeah.
the ultimate death of it.
The stage in the
Yeah.
infield was the
Yeah.
ultimate end of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but there could have been some mixture back and forth. And there's enough room at the turn 3 and 4 end. You just don't have any facilities down there. There's not much for bathrooms or concessions or any of that stuff. Turn 3 and 4 end, you could fill it with open trailers. Even in small enclosed
When we had the
trailers.
Enduro, I mean, it's still parked quite a few down
Yep.
there.
Yeah.
Like I say, there's quite a bit there if you want to make that happen. I know people. Scott Fuchs would say, no, people want them in the middle because they want to see how fast Jordan can change a motor.
That is true.
They do.
That is big
And that's
time true.
the benefit of having the hot pits down in the middle.
Yeah.
The Ryan Buick GMC.
Well, we were dialing in on it, seeing what they were fixing. Max pulled the hood off, and a lot of steam in there.
We
Ended up having a pinhole
we
in it.
joked half or 3/4 of the way through the hobby stock feature that John Gaddy needs to get a hold of us because there's a used car lot in the infield. We got hobby stocks for a special low price of $199 a month for 36 months financing. We had her all.
They stayed down there for the
mods.
for the mod feature.
Then the mods started to come in, so then we added mods to the lot. I mean, this was a commercial being written itself.
Yeah, it wrote itself. Yeah. Nobody called.
Nobody called.
There's still time. Motor Magic, big weekend.
We'll get her. Texas Red upcoming schedule. We got a question about corn.
Yeah, Cecil's on it. Corn. Okay, corn is there. Weird crop this year. I 5-rowed it, and my south row 6 feet. Now Mindy says you only want 1 cob per plant because you get a big cob, and I've got many with 2. I got a couple with 3. So, any rate. His question is, will we have some for Motor Magic? And we will. And then
one stock, one full stock, only 1 cob on it.
Yep, that's
really?
what she says that produces the best cob per se. She said if they have 2, she said the plant shares the nutritions for both. She said one will still be bigger usually, but the little one kind of takes a little out of it. So I was kind of peeling around in it today, and I got a couple with 3 on there. I'm like, oh boy, what are they going to look like? So, but again, from the south to the north, I mean, the height goes from 6 feet to about 4, maybe even less. And the shorter they are, the smaller the cobs. So, I don't know if that's where baby corn comes from. I'll have to peel it back and see what it looks like. But no, we will have something for Motor Magic for sure.
In the grocery business, there are things. Obviously, turkey at Thanksgiving, watermelons on the 4th of July, corn, Labor Day. That's big.
Yeah,
that's big.
That's just a coming together of the end of summer. Yeah, I agree. Jumping around on our Texas Red. Wedding at my house this week. Wedding at his house next week.
Yeah, he checked in.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, it was quite a while ago.
Oh.
He checked in.
Yeah.
Jeff Bieber. What's up, boys?
So he's getting all ready for wedding reception at the house there. You got the deal all cleaned out.
And if you make the trip to Williston this weekend, if you're going to be there, we got to plan this out.
Saturday morning.
Saturday morning, we're going to go down to the Beebs farm and visit Jeff and the family before the wedding. And
he's got a big day. I just went through it.
well, you can give him some pointers then. Here's what you do. Here's what you don't do.
Enjoy the day.
Enjoy the day. Don't complain about
Don't
the
argue.
photos. Just stand and smile.
Yeah.
And when they ask your opinion, just say, you're right.
Yep. I'll financially recover. Somehow. Heck yeah. That'd be my fear of the rear. My kid getting married.
Your kid getting married.
It ain't
There
the
you go.
same, but it is for me. It was a pretty cool day. Yep.
Texas Red upcoming schedule. Williston Basin Speedway doubleheader back in action. First time since the Mod Tour.
Yeah.
I was just out there the other day. We showed it last week on the show. New announcer's booth.
Right.
Why such a gap there?
I'm not in charge of making schedules, Craig.
Holy smokes, that's a big gap.
Yeah.
We had some Saturdays off there in July and early August that maybe should have been filled, but I'm not.
And especially because there's some major players that live in the Williston area that a lot of speed comes out of there.
Well, if nothing else, it's a testament to how much organization goes into putting on a show. I mean, it's really a lot, and that being the energy city that it is, I mean, maybe getting people lined up is easy to say and hard to do.
You're in charge of everything.
Do you know?
You're involved in everything.
Do
You're
you know
involved
who's
in
going to be
schedules.
announcing this weekend in Williston?
Yeah, you said that last week. You said that.
Chris Morgan will have a new guest announcer, a new announcer alongside of him, Chad Hoff.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You did say Chad.
Chad
yeah.
Hoff's coming back to
Yeah,
the Williston
yeah, you
Basin
did say
Speedway.
that.
Because he lives in Dickinson.
Yep,
Perfect.
Yeah.
Is he the announcer in Dickinson as well?
I believe so. Him and I were texting back and forth today, and
That'll be good energy. Good energy.
he was asked to be the announcer in Dickinson for their September 18th show. I think the 18th. We plan, that September 18th show in Dickinson. We plan on being down there full force, race cars, Darn TV. I don't know if I'm announcing or racing. We'll figure it out.
That's the night before the fall roundup.
Yep.
That'll be Saturday, Sunday. So a 3-dayer.
Yep. Friday down there, Saturday, Sunday.
Legend in the new guy. Boy, he got a lot of experience really quick going out to Grand Forks. And now
The mod tour.
Oh, boy. Yeah, he's got some.
Good on Chad. I like it.
I think I might go in the booth with him because we had a pretty epic night last year in the booth down in Dickinson.
You'll need a Red Bull to keep up with him.
No, he's got to keep up with me.
Yeah.
He goes pretty good. You're elite. Both of you guys are great. I love listening to you guys. That was fun on Sunday.
So I think we
Nice
have
compliments.
Dakota Speedway on Friday night, Williston Basin Speedway Friday night, first night of the doublehead championship weekend doubleheader, and then Saturday night championship night up at the Thunder Mountain Speedway in Botno.
Yes.
Championship night at the Williston Basin Speedway.
Got some good points races at both tracks.
Dakota Speedway.
Are they
Oh,
championship night
God,
tonight
they
or
probably
next
It
week?
is.
I think they are championship
week?
night.
Yep.
Yeah.
And my fear of the rear, the female version of you, read some selfish, sad news for us that Becca's stepping away next year from all of her volunteering duties.
Oh,
20 years.
I didn't catch that.
She made so much moves. Love her. I think of her
Yeah.
just as I think of you, Brandon, that, man, I can't imagine life without her. And so
Right.
thank you for everything you've done and made a difference.
Yes, thank you, Becca.
I did not know that news, and I've
Yeah,
got
it
nothing
broke
but
this
the
afternoon
utmost
on-
respect
on
for her.
Facebook.
So, well, they got a young family.
Yeah, that's
probably
what she said.
guess.
It was getting hard to find a babysitter for Friday nights.
I get it. I get it.
And you know, I made
Well,
the
how many
tr-
times have you said life happens? Even tonight.
life
Right.
happens. Life happens.
Every day. Yes. Oh.
Becca has been phenomenal at doing everything she can to promote dirt track racing, the Dakota Speedway. I believe in the conversation, I heard this news from her and Jessup on the mod tour. Kept it under my hat because that's what they asked.
Yeah. It's news to me
I
as of
believe,
right now.
as far as I know, their plan was still to be a part of the mod tour. And they are a key, both Jessup and Becca are key vital members of the mod tour team, and we need them. So I want them still to be a part of the mod tour.
Well,
I'm glad that they
it
can
would be
still
easier
be involved for sure.
it would be easier to get somebody to watch your kid for 1 week than every Friday
Yep.
for 20 weeks.
Yep. And that's kind of what they said. They were going to pick and choose and do events, and maybe there's a place for Jessup and Becca on the Tougher Than Dirt tour. I mean, I'm always open for
Right.
What's interesting?
good people who do good work. Always have a place in my heart.
What's interesting is that Riley
And
is
they
their
are.
their child's name soon, and I saw this Sunday night, and I've been seeing it coming. Of course, Chad and Trish Strachan have Cheyenne, and she was once a little girl that needed caring for too. And then there's Aislinn Pfeiffer, same. Well, now Sunday night, they're ham and eggs, salt and pepper, ketchup and mustard running around down in the pits together. They're at the races, and soon Riley will be there as well
Yep.
at the track, and Becca can do what she loves and not have those motherly feelings of that we have responsibilities.
Yeah. No, parenting is real.
There's sacrifices that every race family has to make. Jenny made a bunch of sacrifices when my kids were little, when our kids were little, to stay home with them, or she had to be the parent in the pits, or whatever that was.
Yes.
I made a lot of racing trips down south. All them Super Nationals trips did not involve my wife and kids. It was just me going down there with the boys, and she was okay with it. And you just life happens.
Yeah.
Everybody deals with it differently. They're going to be missed at the Dakota Speedway.
They will be.
They're not going to go away from racing altogether. They'll still be around,
Yeah.
just in different roles.
Yeah. They've been the face of it like for 20 years.
Yep.
Yeah, they sure have.
So
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of juggling goes on to make it all happen. I get it.
So
I
four
do.
nights of racing this weekend.
4 tracks, yeah.
3 tracks, 4 nights. Some champions going to be crowned. We'll be able to discuss championships next week.
Yeah, Williston and
lead
Bottle,
into-
so
Lead into Dirt Wars and World of Outlaw Sprint Cars.
yeah.
Then we're already at a Labor Day weekend.
I do like your point about the World of Outlaws on the 30th. Been looking forward to so much. I'm looking forward to McLean County big time. Of course, Motor Magic, all big things
Yeah.
coming. Because if
Yeah.
you think about it, it's August 19th. What does September 19th look like? A lot of it's done. I think we're looking at.
We're right down to the
Stampede.
fall roundup.
Yeah.
Stampede's after it. Yeah, yeah. And the weather will be different. We know where we live, so.
Well, last year when they announced the Nationals were going to be here, I said it could be 100 degrees, it could be 20 degrees.
And it
that
turned
weekend.
out to be perfect.
Yeah.
It ended up being very nice. It did. But we've had snow before that date fairly recently, so.
Well, I think that's just another condition that you're going to have to handle.
Yeah, that's dirt track racing. It's not the same track every night.
I've been at the Stampede when it was snowing.
I have too. Yeah. Not hot. If it wasn't. Not hot.
We joked at work. Safety meetings are this month or whatever, and the topic at the safety meeting. Unfortunately, when you get to August, you're getting into that winter preparedness. Get your trucks ready. Get your tire change ready. Because when you're in August, especially the middle of the end of August, you're only a month away from snow. Month away from cold weather.
You are. My middle daughter, Katie, we just went through it with Adam with her vehicle. She's going to go back to you, Mary, here in a couple of weeks, and I've been setting it up with Adam and Bill here for a couple of weeks now, month. We went over there. We got tires put on it. We got brakes put on it. Rear seals were leaking. I mean, he got her ready to go back to school, and it's time. It's time to start thinking about that because your safety meeting's right. It's real.
Yep.
And
Labor
year,
Day is
I always think
here.
it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I do.
It's been so hot this year, it can't snow.
That's
I think it too. And I'm like, it's never been that. It's probably not looking good. But I think that this, when you got to insulate a building in July, you're like, it ain't going to snow. It's too dang hot. It can't possibly get that cold, but it does. So do a good job insulating whatever you're working on in the hot because it will be cold. Yeah, January, February.
It was 64 degrees today in my garage.
Oh, boy. So.
Oh, 9:47. We got Brock 2 hours and 40 minutes. He can make it to.
And
past
he's busy,
Carrington.
so he's been doing Bismarck and Fargo's.
Yeah, Bismarck
Holy
in the morning,
cow.
then come back.
I
hit
passed
a Fargo.
I passed the other guy on the way here.
Yep.
Chase or whatever.
Yep.
Or not Chase.
We got. He's got a new guy now too. He got Andrew and Chance. Yeah. There's
So-
You'll drive by there and there'll be 3 cars in the lot, and then 3
Yeah.
hours later, drive by and you go, "There's like 20 now. What just happened?"
No kidding. No kidding. I was by there the other day. I'm like, oh. He said been going every day. He's got plenty to do. So
kind of fun to drive by and see what's all there, though, isn't it? Kind of keep up with what he's doing. Oh, Brock's busy. Oh, he's not busy.
yeah,
That's grown his business.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good for him.
yeah, doing good. Heck
Well,
yeah,
I don't have anything else.
yeah.
Thank you, Stu, for bringing the diecast.
Not a
They
problem.
look great. They do.
This has to be my favorite one when we get done here or whatever one night, maybe Sunday. I'll see what I got for how hard they are to get to. If somebody could give me some years of what these are, she's got them pretty well labeled by years. You can go year to year, but
Well, I could go through the programs and then find that.
yeah, just tell me
'Cause
what
like I
year.
said,
if
you know,
there's
my goal for next year for the 75th is to have a car of every driver in the Hall of Fame. To have one car for sale for people to buy. I have like 20 done already, but there were ones that I'd lettered back in the day. It was easy. Hit print.
I mean, I when we did the Hall of Fame meeting there at the racetrack, I asked Lindsay if I could, do the Dave Lakaduck one, and I did. I tried to do my best non-fanboy, speaking.
I thought you did great.
That I
did
could.
Great, and by not overdoing it.
Yeah, by not overdoing it.
But you didn't overdo it, and it was just fun to hear Dave's voice again. I hadn't seen him for a while again, and
I can't wait till the banquet. I only got to talk about 10, 15 words with him, and at that deal after he got inducted. I can't wait for the banquet to get a whole night with him. So.
In his own words, he ain't much of a talker.
Oh, but by the way, I committed you and I to at least do the Hall of Fame inductees. I don't know about the rest of the banquet yet, but the Hall of Fame inductions for Katie, you and I are going to be up there to do the inductions. Just so you know, I volunteered you.
Well, you're way early, which I appreciate. Yeah. Wow, what an honor for sure. So that'll be good. Yeah, we got 4 of them, so 2 apiece.
2 apiece.
It'll be good.
Okay, well, think we got music?
When we don't need it, we got it.
Oh, man.
Where'd it go? I don't know what unplugging that and plugging it back in does.
See, it turns it on there. Oh, now we got that going. Now if I hit this button, then it comes up. See?
That is weird.
There we go.
Yeah.
Twerk.
Moving and grooving.
There's little quirks with this thing that
We want to see you twerking.
I don't.
Well, it's been fun.
It's been fun. Yep.
Hopefully see you at a track this weekend. Hopefully.
Yeah. There are a few of them going on, 3 of them, as you say, so be there. Okay.
See you next Wednesday. Hopefully, 7 o'clock-ish. We'll see.
Next time, we're the head.
For Stu, Craig, Jorn, I'm Brandon. We're out.
Good night.